He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Hey everybody, Chris Raygun here. Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. I'm joined by Sweeney over here, Derek over there. We got a little bit of we have a different setup now. You all right there, bud?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
No one's good if they put their head in their hands.
That's a true statement. No one does this if they're fine.
That's not like things are going great.
That is true.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're organized a little bit differently. Derek's on Kingston's normal side.
Trying a few different things now.
Yeah, it's mainly just camera stuff.
Yeah, Derek's now in Serbia.
He's He's in Serbia,
a different country.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure things out right now.
Yeah, we're all trying to figure things out. I think so. I'm gonna be real. There might be some fuckery about this episode because no, hold on, listen. Some of you might not know because we've only explained that I think like maybe once or twice, but I live switch the camera for each of these episodes. So every time there's a cut, that's me. It's like, oh, look at him. Oh, look at him now. That's me. And I've kind of wired it in my brain that camera 2 is Kingston, so I don't have to look. So it's like in my brain, it's like, oh, Kingston's talking camera 2. Oh, Derek and I are talking camera 1. There's going to be points where like it's going to cut to someone who's not saying anything. And so I apologize. I just know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. So we'll figure it out.
It's going to be Derek looking for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Just staring in silence. And to be fair, and to be fair, sometimes that does happen anyway because I'll like be looking through questions and I'll be fucking around with the cameras.
Yeah.
But regardless, don't complain or I'll kill you.
Or yeah.
Also, do the thing.
The what?
The call to action thing, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Patreon.com/thesnarktank. Thank you. That's crazy. You're already more productive on this side. Patreon.com/thesnarktank. Go over there. Snarktank.shop. We got some Halloween merch. Although by the time you guys hear this in the free feed, it'll be a little bit too late. But it's pretty cool merch, honestly.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up though. It's moving faster than we thought it was gonna move.
The jacket's gonna go. There's a jacket there. That if you're hearing this for the first time by now, it's probably done.
I bought most of them. Sorry.
Yeah, Derek bought.
I give them to the homeless. They deserve it. They deserve it.
Actually, I drive up to Beverly Hills. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I only give free shit to rich people.
So you know what you know what that just inspired in me? What if we did get, because we always call our fans homeless.
Yeah.
Right? What if we did get a bunch of our own merch and just bring it to a homeless shelter? So that way,
why wouldn't want it much?
Homeless swag. We just give them all this shit,
right? And so like they're kind of like advertising.
So that shit is like a spiritual. Like I stand for very few things, you know. Very few, like maybe 4.
It's still clothes, like for them.
I know it's still helpful, but like when I see people like, let's go give this homeless man a makeover. It's like instead of helping them find, I don't know, shelter, a job.
A makeover is the first step to shelter.
You never get to see what happens afterwards.
Exactly.
After they fucking like give them the haircut,
$45,
and then they beat the piss out of them.
And they take it back,
stomping them. They cut their hair all fucked up again and throw dirt on them, and then they leave.
Thanks for the fucking video. Thanks for the content.
Dump nair on their heads, and then that's
they dump nair in their mouths.
Yeah, so I feel you for that, but
that shit really bothers me.
I think they would. We'll do that and make sure there's a QR code. So if one of them have like a government phone, they can find the Snark podcast.
It's insane.
So we'll get it done.
We sear a QR code onto their fucking foreheads.
Yo, branding a QR code is crazy.
That's insane. Has that been done yet? I guess it has to have
Must have been like
you've seen the Nike and a DC thing on people's fucking faces, stuff like that.
There's definitely some like Gen Z ISIS guy, you know, where he's like, come to ISIS.com or whatever it is. I don't know.
I was just thinking about all of that shit because
terrorism.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
No, I was thinking about. Do you remember, like, say, why the adpocalypse happened when they were pointing out the ISIS videos that were on YouTube and shit? And,
Oh,
like,
that's right.
recruiting
Had
videos.
several.
That's
it was,
right.
It was several causes of apocalypse.
But that was the main. That was the one that, like, even Republican people that normally wouldn't care about the subject started latching on when they saw, Islamic terrorism. They're like, "Ooh, my audience is gonna love this."
That was the big one. There's a couple of other things, but like I think it was more like a compound thing where it's like it's everything at once. And then
that was a really
There's
wild
a lot of stuff. Obviously,
year.
PewDiePie. There's a lot of things, but like
the Briners,
the fact that there was like, you can see a KFC commercial, some dumbass dancing and shit with drumsticks, and all of a sudden, hello, and these guys having AK-47s, and then dumb young people joining. That was the craziest thing. It was working. I remember seeing this, the reddest, gingerest UK dude. Like, fuck yeah, bruv.
That was a really serious problem over there in particular. Like, over there, it was getting them.
In the UK, people were just joining ISIS?
No, it was getting them, dude. Like, no cap. I watched a movie about it where, like, it was, like, a bunch of people, like, in the UK just being converted to, like, these fucking, like, radical Muslim regimes.
Yeah.
And the people from these radical places, the people from the places, like, you guys are fucking insane. Like, why do you want to go there? Like,
I don't know.
why?
I was like, what are they telling them? It was like, oh, is it skateboarding? Like, it's radical, brother. We do tricks and shit. And then they show up,
young
and then
me,
it's
that shit would have worked. Very young me, before I really understood what radical terrorism was, and I only watched Rocket Power, and the word radical had only positive meanings in my brain. I'd be like, "What?
Rocket Power
Grandma,
got
it's
you to
radical.
join ISIS."
You were exceptionally stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As a child.
I was innocent. No, I wasn't stupid as much as I was innocent. I was also stupid, but I was more innocent.
Look, I think
Right.
most children are innocent, right?
Yeah, but not
But-
most children are actually dumb and innocent. I was both.
Yes.
I
Okay.
was
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, because the idea of
Like
just,
it's usually one beats the other. I was like, it's like you're high tier innocent or high tier stupid. I was both.
Yeah.
I was both.
Yeah.
Imagine how low-
we get him.
imagine low tier innocent and low tier stupid is crazy. Isn't that just a supervillain at that point?
He's just really smart
Because you're really
fucked
smart
up.
and
And
yeah,
evil.
and evil basically.
You're like nice. So he would have joined too, probably.
Who?
Me and that kid, me and the opposite, we would have probably built
For
in
different
there.
reasons, but yeah, you would have ended up in the same organization.
Well, you've said that people could have lured you with like a puppy into a van or whatever.
That would have worked on most children, I believe it.
No.
I disagree.
If most children were you, yeah.
I had
I
like
think that
Stranger
would've
Danger
worked.
just
I had
built into me.
I had Stranger Danger built into me, but a pup right now that might work on me because how badly I want a dog.
That's so crazy. Well, I mean, you don't have to
Some
worry about
mingy
much.
fuck. Mingy fuck.
If some dingy
Hey.
motherfucker's like, hey, I have a pup, and I hear a puppy bark,
Hey, giant man, I got this.
he's way smaller than me. He's like, hey, dude, scratching his
He's
groin.
he's Moises Arias' height.
Moises Aurelius?
Marcus Aurelius? Is that what you fucking
Wait, what's happening right now? What's happening right now?
You have fucking Moises Arias confused with Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius?
That is insane. Moises Arias, the short guy from Fallout and
Yeah.
Hannah Montana,
Yeah.
Rico. Moises Aurelius. That is fucking crazy.
I would work. I don't believe people saying like, oh, that wouldn't work on me. It's like, I think if for a little kid, how much little kids love puppies and stuff like that. Candy wouldn't work. I'm like, I don't know. Candy,
I don't want that candy.
I don't trust you. People have told me particularly that candy is a pedophile lure. But puppies, why would you just have puppies?
Yeah, candy, because like I feel like that was a lore a long time ago or something. Like, say maybe. You remember old people would always have terrible candy, and maybe now, like when we were growing up,
like mints or something.
mints or those
Butterscotch.
butterscotch. Like, nigga, butterscotch. The fuck?
I don't think I've ever had a butterscotch. I don't really
It's
know what it is.
Fine.
My grandma
Like-
liked butterscotch, and that's because I knew she was. Jim Crow worked a little bit, you know, because like no person that likes butterscotch was alive before like the Workers Act, you know, like no person likes butterscotch was alive before JFK got assassinated, you know. Like, it's
To me,
impossible.
butterscotch is like an ingredient. It's not like
Right.
I don't want to just suck on a butterscotch candy.
I like sweet milk.
It's-
Is that what it is? I don't
It's
even
like
understand.
Much. It's like sweet.
You know what it
gross
reminds
cream.
me of? Like, it's almost like a very, it's putting a lot of sugar in coffee, but no creamer. Really, maybe a little bit of. It just has this like I'm like it's kind of sweet, but it has this kind of. It doesn't do anything for if you're a kid. You don't fuck. It's like giving a kid black licorice, right? Like, you're just like you're like, yeah, this is candy, nigga, but like
that's a bad sign if a kid likes black licorice. If a kid likes black licorice, that's a bad sign.
You're going down a dark path, a really dark path. If you're like a really huge fan,
you're purposely choosing bad options in games. Like
I tolerated. Say Jägermeister, that was like a big drink in Orange County for whatever. The bros, like Orange County was filled with a bunch of bros that they all moved to Inland Empire just so it can be racist and free. But like they fucking were like, oh yeah, Jaeger, bro, and then you got to get the monster and you make a Jaeger bomb, and I was like, this is disgusting, but it did the job.
Like I didn't pay for it, and I got drunk.
Oh fuck no!
Exactly.
These rich bros with their giant trucks because their parents would pay for them all. Party with those guys. I went to the best parties because they're all rich.
That's what we did.
Yeah,
we did in our town. We
party with rich people, right?
Rich people.
Hell yeah!
The regular affordable people don't throw parties like that. My family had money. I wouldn't throw parties like that.
No, fuck no. First of all,
not my home.
If you ruin something in the house, you're gonna get destroyed. So you wouldn't fuck with that. You wouldn't even dare. Like I had a little. My parents went out of town. Like my mom and her partner. And then we had a little get together, a little kickback, and it was. I'm like, more people started to show up. I was like, get the fuck out of here! I literally was like, get the fuck out of here. One of my friends, I was a sword connoisseur, right? So I would collect a lot of swords. One of my
sword connoisseur.
I was a typical black teenage man.
Yeah, I
had swords, and they thought they were cool.
I was a typical, from black weeb, right? And my friend was fucking drunk out of his mind. I don't know why he somehow got into a robe of my stepsister. And he grabbed my sword, one of my swords, one from the House of Flying Daggers, this big ass one. And he went out to some people, like, get the fuck out of here. This motherfucker's in a robe, like with shirtless.
Drunk with a sword?
So he's get the fuck out of here. And I was like, this guy's insane. My friend Wyatt is, shout out to that guy. The stuff that he's done, I might have said this on the podcast before, he got expelled from our high school for shitting in a bucket in class.
You said that. You said that once.
Yeah. So it's that guy. We partied.
What class?
I don't know the class. I wasn't in it. There's no fucking way I would have parted. I would have walked out of the class. But
what is the most okay class for that?
Agriculture?
Not in it. I was gonna say gym or something.
Agriculture is important, but I'm not sitting
smells
through
like
it.
shit already, so you might as well.
Like definitely tech. You gotta do that in tech class.
You gotta do in tech. I don't know what it might have been
just
some sort of
blast out of the chair.
I guess
the chair.
He was sitting on a bucket because they didn't have any more seats. He was just using a bucket, and then my friend Jeezy was like,
you should shit in it.
Literally, that's how it happened. And then Wyatt just being like, I'm a fucking retard. He's like, yeah, and then he does it. Uses his socks to wipe his ass, seals the bucket, and then of course within minutes. The class disperses because they're like, what the fuck? It smells like shit in here.
That is insane.
This motherfucker had the audacity to seal it like it was a present for somebody.
The idea that like someone
should be shot.
that he would be able to be suggested that easily. That he's a video game character.
That's
like,
a 3.
Imagine being able to tell somebody
roll a 3 and you got him.
Yeah, he said roll a 3. Imagine being able to just be like, you should jump in traffic, and somebody's like, yeah.
No, they're like, I guess, and they just leaving.
I mean, I guess we've seen things. We've all seen Live League. I think that has been
most Live League is like genuinely accidents.
Yeah, that's true. Most of it is.
That's what makes it funny because it's accidents. Because there's this chance. It's like cosmic chaos happening.
Were you the one that sent me that? I don't know if it was you. It probably was you. But this was you couldn't tell what was happening. Somebody gave me context. Said there was an accident. And this guy was trying to flee the scene, but instead of running away, he climbed a building.
Yeah.
And then he fell off it and apparently died. I don't understand.
I showed you the video too, and it was actually like, we're like watching real GTA happen in person, and one guy came climbing down, and another dude fell.
He just fell. They said he died. I don't know if he actually did, but it was.
I saw the whole
so
video.
insane.
I saw the whole video of somebody hit somebody else, and then they tried to flee, and the cops left already.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, let's get down." They were drunk. One guy came stumbling down the side, and one guy just hit the floor and died.
It did feel like GTA when those random pedestrian shit just starts breaking out, and you're like, "Yo, this game's crazy."
That is really not funny, guys. No one should lose their life on some silly shit like that.
Don't do stupid shit, though, at the
Also,
same time.
There's a comedy to just unfortunateness, you know?
I think drunk drivers should all expire. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
If in this day and age, particularly, it's
It's
like
so easy to avoid. It's crazy.
I've never driven drunk, but I've definitely been in a car drunk with another drunk person.
ooh,
And that
must be nerve.
stupid.
Like,
That is
make me want to shit my
there's
pants.
no
nervous.
nerves because you're drunk. You're
Oh,
drunk
you're
as
drunk
shit.
too. You're not
So
thinking-
you're like, what the fuck ever.
I've
And
never
it's a
been
really,
that drunk before to even be like, "Yeah, drunk guy, please drive."
I don't think I've ever been so
no.
drunk that I have not that nervousness has been completely abandoned.
Uh huh.
Like I think about like the drunkest I've ever been, and I was still like I think you were even there. Where like I remember there was a point. I don't remember if it was a party or whatever, but we were drinking all day, and people were over at our house. And we were in it was in the first Glendale place that we lived in, and everybody was over, and I was drinking all day, and I was mixing like crazy. And then I remember it was like 10:30, and I remember being like, guys, we can't be too loud. Like, and I'm like smashed, you know, and I'm still being like, guys, calm down. I don't want to get a noise complaint. I think you remember.
That was a bad day. We were all really drunk. You were way drunker than all of us, and we were all very drunk. We were all like shit faced. I had to stop one of our friends from driving home drunk. That's how drunk everybody was.
See, that's like I don't.
She woke up. Remember, she woke up and she started leaving. I was like, "What are you doing?
Stupid.
What are you doing?
Like
That's
What
what
are you
like makes no
doing?
sense to me. The people that feel like I'm not proud that I've had drinks and drove, but I have never even close been like I don't swear like I've never been in one of those things where people even say, "Oh, you don't notice." I'm like, no. If I thought if I got to that level, I'm just gonna sleep in my car.
yeah,
But I've been in situations to where, say, completely safe, completely normal, completely cognitive. However, if I would have gotten pulled over, I would have gotten a DUI. So that was my thing. But still, even in hindsight, I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't even do that. You know, I wish I didn't even though I was never in any danger, I'd put nobody in danger. I still feel that's even still too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's something you probably just get as you get older. You start taking it more seriously, obviously, because you start seeing people get fucking deleted because they were driving drunk or someone else was driving drunk.
Yeah.
But at this moment now, I would never drink a bunch in a place I know I could end up sleeping. That's it. If it's
What do you
a
mean?
problem, like I would not get drunk somewhere where I couldn't fall asleep there.
all right,
and
yeah,
feel comfortable
yeah,
sleeping.
exactly.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and being older and stuff because I've
it's
done like I've been I've been younger and like say I got like really drunk with this chick, whatever. It was time for me to bounce. I didn't want to fucking stay there, but I just drove up the street and crashed in my car because I was just like, you know, I was like, I'm not going to drive this stupid, but I don't want to get the wrong impression because it was like a fling thing, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, can I stay over? Let's bond.
Oh no, dude!
Let's rate a bond. I'm like, no.
If I'm getting drunk, I've gotten drunk at a girl's house.
Yeah.
Fucked up the bag and then had to walk to my other friend's house like 4 blocks and stay there in the middle of the night in Poughkeepsie in the middle of the night. That's insane.
You're fine.
No, I saw plenty of crackhead and I was like, I gotta act like I'm not drunk.
like
Well,
they'll keep to
clearly you're
themselves.
here, so you're fine.
I mean,
But
yes.
it feels
dubious.
I've been in situations where I've walked pretty late in South Central, and I'm like, okay, but if you're from South Central, you know where not to go.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
you're just like, okay, because it's like say my grandma's neighborhood, old head neighborhood, 2 blocks over, it's fucking Fallujah. it's fucking
That is insane.
It's and then it's just a few blocks down. Say one of my grandmas lived on like 79th, and then one of my grandmas lived on 70th. 79th completely fine. 70th, drive-bys frequently. And then say my aunt lived right down the street from my grandma on the 70th, and I begged her to move because they kept breaking into her house. Even one time when I stayed there, it was in 2009. I stayed with my aunt for a bit, and I was down in Fullerton, And then she calls me, hey, did you bring your laptop with you? And I'm like, nah. She's like, oh, yeah, they took it. I was like, fuck. And I'm like, she's like, oh, we had all the bars, best security. But then they pushed in the AC and had a kid jump through the window. And I'm just like, they
tunneled under.
They're so savvy over there. And so I was like, fuck this street. Like, everybody on this street can die for all I care. Like, but then just a few blocks over, completely peaceful. And I'm like, this is stupid.
It's like this a checkpoint.
Yeah,
it's like you've entered a combat arena.
Yeah.
It's when you go out to those places like, this area is way over leveled for you. Would you like to stay back and continue to level up?
Right,
and
right.
Like, nah, I'll do it. And you just walk into it and get
That was like the
stun lock.
The first the Division game was like that, because like that was like you'd have this social space. It would be like co-op, and then you'd cross into like one street, and it would become like they called it the dark zone. And it would just be like people killing each other for all their stuff. It's just like every time I hear about things like that, I think about the dark zone from the
so
Division.
Wild.
I used to live in areas like that when in games. I would just go there on purpose.
You just go there on purpose?
Yeah, just to see what happens. And I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But then I would get good in that one place, so the rest of the game would become way not fun.
Because that's how it was in Diablo 2 when I played it way back in the day.
You just go to fucking harder areas and just deal with it.
And you're just like,
all right.
Jesus Christ. Like, that was man. Sometimes I miss being a kid when I was thinking about like the grind, where it was not a problem to spend an entire weekend just grinding shit out.
Because our brains got used to things being easier because of the way the world is, man.
Yeah. And also but I felt like I wasn't wasting my time either.
Oh yeah.
Like now where I get to a point where I'm like, fuck. If I grind, like so a lot of these hard games, especially like the what is it, the boss gauntlet shit or whatever the fuck they're called. Those games at a certain point, like even playing Sun Wukong or Black Myth Wukong, I was like I feel like I'm spending too much time on one boss. And before I didn't used to feel that way. Even in like 2016, actually, to be frank.
Yeah.
When I was playing like Dark Souls 3, I was excited. And now I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I don't want, like you said, like beating Sun Wukong, Black Myth, I keep wanting to say Sun, but I don't want to play it again. I wanted to get a different ending, but I'm like, I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, look it up.
I'll constantly play that final fight against your shadow self because that fight is insanely gas. Other than that, I would not play that game.
The contrast between like that fight,
the first fight, and then that final fight are the two like
first
AAA experience moments.
The tutorial kind of thing to kind of get used to it. That was
it's like a reverse sandwich.
Yeah,
in some way, where it's like the bread is the best part, and the thing in the middle. It's
kind of like
it's not bad.
To me, that's Subway to me actually. Like you get an Italian, you get an Italian herb cheese, the bun. I mean that toasted shit, and you slap some butter on that. I'll fuck that thing
candy
up.
Pretty much. That's why.
I'll fuck that thing up hard.
For me,
but
the freaking honey oat, dude. Honey oat bread is so fucking good, man.
That's if I'm trying to be like healthier.
Really?
Yeah, because
man, I'm
like
that gay now. I'm just like,
if you're getting
gay.
Well,
dang, I said gay. That's so
you
gay.
You can't not say it.
Damn, it's so gay. I said gay again.
You can't not say it, man.
It's so fucking everything's gay.
It's hard not to say gay sometimes.
I know. I don't like saying it.
I know.
I really don't like saying it.
I disagree. I'm sorry, guys. I don't feel any sort of way about it.
I know your intention. The thing is this, right? You have no ill intention when you say the word, right?
Yeah.
We don't. Like most of the time when people say nigga, we don't have any like ill intention. But the word
I do.
Can't. Well, of course you do. Of course you do. That's why you don't say it very often. When you say it, it got a punch to it, you know. But the idea is that like it can hurt people, and I understand that, and I'm ignorant for that, and it's even worse that I'm acknowledging how ignorant I am. But
I get the association. I just think there's a certain. I get it. It makes sense. It's like the vegan thing, right? Where it's like you're right.
That is.
However,
God, to me, that one's way more complicated in like this completely. It's one of the things where I even actively think like I should wean myself off because I really don't like contributing to the industry.
I say
really
that,
don't.
but then I just bought that fucking Wendy's or not the Wendy's, the fucking
SpongeBob meal.
No, I got the what is it it's the Wednesday meal. With
From
the
where?
purple bun from fucking the Addams Family. Like,
Where's that from?
Is it Burger King?
Oh, it's Burger King?
They got like churro fries and they're fucking gas. The fries anyway.
They got churro fries?
Yeah, for that specific meal. Yeah,
Interesting.
they're really good. The burger's fine. It's a fucking Whopper with a purple bun.
With a purple bun.
I think they use like purple potatoes or something. I don't know.
Oh,
those are
okay.
real. Yeah, those are
Okay,
real.
it's fine.
I think they're Japanese. I think they're Japanese potatoes, the
wonder.
purple
Yeah.
ones.
It's fine.
No wonder.
But like I say that
No
sometimes
wonder.
and I'm like, oh yeah. But then like literally just the other day, like me and Jalen and a bunch of our friends, we went out to Little Tokyo. We went to do some karaoke, drink a little bit. And
you guys went to that like kind of what is it called? It's like a round one type of thing.
Kind of, yeah. There's like
It's like upstairs.
It's upstairs. There's an arcade.
Wait a minute, is that the place that you can't have a fucking hat on?
Oh, I don't know.
The dress code? Because like I went to because if it has to be the same place as in Little Tokyo. Like
It's
that
in
place,
the mall. So like, there's two places.
It's in the mall.
There's Karaoke Max, which is on the second floor in the corner, and then there's like an arcade in the top.
The arcade.
on the top corner.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
I went to the arcade. The arcade has dress code.
Oh, I had no idea. You
It's-
can't wear a hat?
No, I'm a hat guy. So I was like, you see, there's a table of a bunch of hats.
That's crazy. I wasn't wearing a hat.
I was like, and then there's also no baggy pants, and I was like, I wonder who this is geared towards.
no baggy pants.
No baggy pants, no hats, and I'm like, I wonder who they're trying to keep out.
It's a Little Tokyo. I mean,
No one does it like they do it, bro. Look,
they do it the
They
best,
do
man.
it, and
They do it the
nobody
best.
says anything.
We talk about
we give that culture a lot
of passes.
man. I'm just, as someone who is a huge fan of the art that comes out of that place. I love anime. I love samurais. I love ninjas. I think katanas are the most beautiful weapon ever made. But we give them a lot of
Kingston,
passes.
Why do you think that
all
is?
of that art is because they're racist, right?
Well,
I mean-
it's not even just the racism. There's a lot of other stuff too.
It can't have a
There is-
0% impact on
Look,
it. You know what I
man,
mean? It must have some
the nuke.
reason.
I think the nuke did. I think the nuke.
The
did a lot
new
of
nuke
heavy
probably
lifting.
didn't help, yeah.
did something to them because when you think about, 'cause even as when I was young, I was like, why do Japanese in anime look like British niggas? Like, why do they look like they're from the fucking UK?
There was something.
I don't like. There's
The
something
nuke did to Japan what Reagan and his drugs did to the black community. I think there was something that happened where it's just like, because I think about when I think about like black people, I think about like the old guy in like the jazz club. You know what I mean? That's what I think about. I don't think about like
like
a Charlie Kirk interpretation of like a black person.
Like, everyone's 50 Cent.
Well,
They're all
'cause
50
you-
Cent.
well,
Yeah. That's how they act, man.
dude.
They all got
You know how
shot. They're all in
much? You know how much
jail.
I have in common with 50 Cent? I have more in common with fucking Charlie Sheen than 50 Cent, which is bananas.
that is upsetting.
It's
First
true.
off, Charlie. I think I would rather.
That is a
about that.
crazy thing to even say,
Think
though.
about that. I think I have more in common with Charlie Sheen than 50 Cent. I don't know. I wasn't shot 9 times. We're both from New York and Jamaican. That's all we got in common, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought you said Charlie
Charlie Sheen's Jamaican.
Could you imagine he was actually Jamaican?
He's been wearing
raised?
paint this whole time.
No, he's not black, but he is Jamaican.
Oh, like he's just
Oh,
from,
like
but
just
he's from
that national-
Jamaica.
like,
And-
right.
From like
But
he
then what is he hiding his like accent or what?
Yeah.
just turns it off.
That would
and then
be-
when he's at home, wagwan.
Would you be fucking disappointed to like, or how
Well,
would you
go on
feel?
2.5 men.
Like this entire,
No 3 men, 2 them, yeah.
how would he say like, how would he say winning? Remember that winning shit he would
We're
always
gonna
say?
win it. We're gonna win another one. We're gonna win man more too.
That
What?
is fucking
You should-
crazy.
Why don't you start?
But
Oh my god!
Why not?
Oh my god! You're
It's gonna be a terrible idea.
So I've been
We're
thinking.
about
Well,
to-
it's already a terrible idea.
But let's max.
So we're maxing the idea of. So I've been thinking recently about building myself up, almost like what do you call it, like a method
rebranding
actor of how to do the grifting channel. Because
yeah.
like I was like, how do I switch my brain to do this? I have to really start studying these people.
no one's found my channel yet.
Yeah, so like, I haven't started
Have you
because
been posting?
I
I
haven't-
posted a video to it already.
Nice. I haven't gotten. I'm getting in the mode to it, but dude, do you know any Jamaicans that are making that content?
Jamaican
Any ones that are making that like
conservatives?
that patois? That bro.
I don't think that. You know
That
what?
is-
Can
I
I
think
tell you
that's
something?
that's
I
untapped.
I don't think
Fire.
I don't think it'll work.
You don't think
You know,
so?
Steve, we are,
No,
Jamaicans
because
are crazy
I-
conservative,
no,
first and
no, no,
foremost.
it's not even that. It's,
Mad conservative.
I think it's literally just patois sounds so insane.
That's why I
that
think it's so good.
But I don't think anyone will understand that you're even grifting to them.
Do they need to understand anything they're saying? Like
I
for
gotta be
real?
like,
though?
I think they have to
gay people,
understand-
bat him and
You
you
just have
want.
to say gay woke. The woke and gay video, like however, say it. I don't know how to do it. Video. I don't know how to say it. You do it.
I don't even know how to say
Just
video,
say
really.
gay, woke, and video games, and what else? Pussy.
Wagwan, you make me go on here. So this next segment, we're gonna talk about the gay woke agenda. You know, Master Chief, he was once a masculine man, but now he a body man, he a gay man. You know, he get a big old breastplate he has. And I'm
I feel like
I am on board.
If I'm putting myself in the shoes like a right wing person, I was like, is he supporting it? I can't tell. Like, it's like,
Look, to me,
all I hear is fucking ooh ah. Like I don't
all I hear is Bob Marley lyrics, and I'm just fucking
hear Bob
puzzled.
Marley
look,
Buffalo Soldier.
I'm gonna
what
be real.
is it?
I'm gonna be real. Because that's probably
that could work. I
that's
guess.
probably what they're doing for
I'm
like
not
the
good enough at
the Hodge
patois.
twins. You know Hodge twins.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I imagine when they're talking, doing their thing, like he and the whatever the fuck they say now in their conservative channel,
Yeah.
and then their viewers are just hearing dog, fucking, I'm sure in their minds.
That's what I'm saying.
But so no matter, I just think that it's just entertaining.
Shit.
So it's basically for
That's all they're
it's,
hearing.
It's for the meta people that understand, like say,
I can't.
Andy Pans Gaming, where I truly believe he is playing an act now.
It must be,
Like,
yeah.
obviously, no matter what,
Master
he doesn't
Chief is
believe
gay,
in what
black,
he's
and
saying.
disabled is so funny. That thumbnail is so funny that it can't be on purpose.
It can't
It's
be
so fucking-
well. It's
it's
like
comedy gold, literally.
he's because clearly he doesn't believe in what he's saying, but it's like from what angle is he doing it from? Is he doing it purely from a grifting standpoint, or is he doing it from a satirical standpoint? Those are the only debates.
I think it's a grifting standpoint. I don't think it's necessarily satirical.
There's just some of them are like
Master Chief is gay,
it's
black,
or maybe
and
it's an
disabled.
incumbents of all of
Because
it.
you have to be.
Because I guess it's kind of like what. Go ahead. Actually,
I forgot what I was going to say.
Master Chief is gay, black, and disabled is the funniest.
It's so good.
It's so
that
fucking
that fucking
like
thumbnail
how
is
is that
so
not
perfect.
satire though?
I know.
'Cause you can't actually. There's no like. I understand he's doing it to grift, but it's like even at a certain point you have to be like, oh, nobody's gonna believe this.
It's just a dedication
how do
to
you-
it that
think of it like this, right?
Yeah.
People, it's beating a dead horse, but
Yeah.
Donald Trump is is trying to become president again. He's already been president.
Fire.
You could look at his track record as a businessman, and it's crazy bad.
Of course.
It's
Oh, yeah,
like
I mean-
it's not. It's like
No, but
saying is bad is a wild understatement.
Yes,
No, but
of course.
Kingston.
No other the fact that he is still rich is actually, in fact, unbelievable.
I mean, in this world, it's not unbelievable at all.
He's failed.
It's kind of impossible to become poor after you're like mega rich.
Mega-
yeah,
It's like
that's
it's not.
true.
There's
Like,
really.
he's financially failed more times than like
Well, the vast majority of people on the planet. Yeah.
I'm trying to find a proper analogy. He's failed
Do you know anyone that's gone bankrupt more than once personally?
Yeah.
genuinely only one person.
No, I have no idea.
One of my uncles went bankrupt.
Yeah, but like more than once.
No, he bounced back crazy though.
But that's what I mean.
the thing is,
But that's
you
the point of
can
it.
bounce back crazy, which is extremely unfair. Like the way you can file bankruptcy in this country and bounce back from it is insane.
Yeah,
It
it's
is insane. If you have liquid funds already, like if you have accumulated wealth already, the way you can bounce from bankruptcy doesn't make sense.
No, you can also
Just file and like I'm out the game now.
you
for
file
now.
also
And
like
then
the way
dip.
that these motherfuckers will keep their shit offshore, and then it's like I don't have any money, and then as soon as fucking the bankruptcy goes, and then they just start.
I don't got no money. I
Open up
don't
a new
have any
account,
money.
or somebody else owns the account, like say a son or somebody, and it's just your
Like a
fucking money.
son, like when you give your son a fucking college that is air quotes or business that's yours apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
embarrassing.
I get it, but anyway, Patois, I think that shit would be fire, dude.
I
You
just
should do it. You
and that's
should do
for
it.
selfish reasons, though. I just want to hear it.
you just want to watch. You just want to be like, oh, we uploaded.
I want to hear it. To me, that is, it's like imagine just Lil Jacob as a
Yeah.
fucking culture war grifter. Like that's amazing.
I'm not good enough at patois. The Jamaicans that will find it because they will listen to that.
Oh, they'll
shit.
expose you?
They'll be like, he's American.
He's a faker, man.
I heard he's part Latino, but not that. He's
not that.
black and gay. He sounds like freaking the guy from what's his name from Futurama because he's super American.
Hermes?
Yeah. Well, I don't know really.
Let's fucking Phil Lamar. That's why.
I think it's so funny how barely Jamaican he sounds. Is so funny.
Well,
Shout out to
he's
him.
Jamaican in the year 3000. To be fair,
That's true. That's true. Jamaica's probably mostly fucking like aquatic creatures.
Yeah, like you're to
by
the
that
point. You
time.
have a fucking Jewish fucking squid alien guy.
Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
Yeah. Ew.
That's
Zoidberg.
fucking literally. I love the idea that just based
I
him off
only-
like the Three Stooges. Like,
Literally
it's-
all three of them.
So
They
funny.
based him
So
off the
funny.
three of the Stooges.
It's
that is so dumb.
such
I
like
love that.
That show is so
shit
stupid. I love that show.
is-
You know what I
it's
started?
a great show,
You know what I
yeah.
started watching recently that I didn't realize was as good as it is. No one told me that American Dad is very funny.
You didn't know that?
No, because I just saw it and I was like, another fucking Seth MacFarlane show. You know what I mean? Like, I just look at it, it's like, the Cleveland show again, but it's like just another white family. What the fuck?
American Dad is older person comedy. Like, Family Guy is very, like, dumb teenage brain. American Dad, once you're, like, in your, like, early 20s, that show's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
watching,
the funniest one, I would say.
I was
probably.
watching clips of it. I was like, this is fucking great.
I've seen some
Like, what the
good
hell?
stuff from it, but I don't know. I had a problem with I just Roger was a little bit too annoying for me.
Roger's the worst part of it, I think.
He is.
It was like
And Steve is the best part of it.
Steve
That
is
character's
insane.
so good.
Steve's
He
insane.
always, they have so many.
he does a lot of.
They have
crazy
so
shit,
many
yeah.
like random. There's so many random R&B breakouts.
Yeah,
like he
it's
just
him.
sings R&B like 50. Like there's many different times that he's doing this.
He sings
and it's
R&B.
great.
He like hip hop dances and break dances. He like can rap for some reason. I'm like, what?
It reminds me of,
what is
um,
his character supposed
like,
to be?
It's really he is to like he is the R&B version of American Dad to what like Brian and Stewie are to like Sinatra.
Yeah.
And like that kind of stuff where it's like, why are you nailing this? Who is on your staff writing this?
The
it's
Weeknd's been on there
confusing.
plenty of
I haven't
times.
seen
Oh yeah, the
All
Weeknd
right.
was on it.
I fucking hate people.
Hey,
Oh, you guys touching toes?
yeah,
I stretched my foot slightly and I didn't even think I touched him. I think I sensed touching him.
dripped a little bit.
Anyway, we can keep talking about stuff that happened, but like I want to get to at least a question. We kind of pepper them in. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Pepper them in
Yeah,
throughout the
see if
episode.
let's see
That's
if
what we
that
always
works.
do. We always pepper
Yeah, let's see if
them
that
in.
works. I don't.
heavily.
Well, I'm
heavily
trying
salt
to
them
start
in.
early because I know we usually fucking we go forever. But
That is very
remember,
true.
you can write in over at patreon.com/snarktank. Get your question right on the show. We do our best to read all of them. Although, like, I mean, we get like there's a lot. So, like, write a good one.
You know what's crazy? I actually, in fact, blame you for the reason we last so long in these fucking episodes, because I think you've gotten so accustomed to doing long episodes because of Colin that now you're just like
because of colon.
First of all,
Start calling that nigga
Colon.
colon. now.
Colin
for no
That's
reason.
so mean.
For no reason.
That's really mean. Actually, that's like a really mean nickname that I would
First
have.
of all,
it's not the first time
There's
he's
no
heard that.
way.
Of course.
I think he actually brought that up to me at some point, like early on. It was like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, like people. That's
Like as a
such
kid,
an
that would have really
obvious
bothered
thing.
me. That would have really bothered. Like when I was little, somebody called me Colin. My name was Colin. I'm like, don't fucking call me that, or I'll stab
It's like
your dog.
you know Marvin Gaye. Like it's not the first time
His
some-
dad's
Yeah.
name is Old Man Gay. That shit kills me, bro. That shit.
I'd rather you just called me like rectum
Right?
at that point. You know
I
what I
like
mean?
that. That's a we've
call me
had.
Butt.
I like evolutions like that. I have a friend like
But
that.
Let's call me Butt.
But
Billy Butt.
dude, that's badass. But
Get over here, Butt.
Butt Mo. I'm gonna call him a Butt Mo.
Butt Mo.
Like kind of like calling Butt Mo like that. That would be good. Just
what the fuck is he saying?
Like Moriarty.
well, just
Oh,
Moriarty.
That's
Moriarty.
insane. That is insane.
Yeah.
Listen,
I said Moriarty like a fucking Italian.
First of all-
Moriarty.
Ew.
first of all, I'll push back on that. People in the comments will like write in sometimes too. It's like I see Chris trying to push things forward, and it just always
absolutely,
derails.
absolutely. But-
So like that's not me. I do the opposite, but eventually I have to surrender to the flow. You know what I mean? You can't just break
It's like
the flow of a
Eminem.
conversation.
Eminem's turning to the flow.
That's not true. There's been a lot of breaks, but I think sometimes I
try.
I do notice sometimes where you're clearly trying to move on, and this nigga has not finished a thought yet. So then
I love it because it's bullshit. If I'm in the zone, it's bullshit, and I gotta say it.
And I'm
Because if
just
I
like,
keep
dude.
it in, it'll kill me.
come on, social cues, man.
I'm absolutely autistic.
He doesn't
I
have
refuse.
those.
I refuse. I turn off my social cues on purpose, dog. They're in fact well developed, but I turn them off.
Anyway,
That's why I look
Very
people
nice.
dead in their fucking eyes when I talk to them.
Derek watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure every season.
Every season, I don't.
Every season is peak. It literally cuts out.
Everything is peak.
Every season is peak. Okay.
It was something about peak gay something because I remember it. Used
Yeah,
to say
something. Yeah.
There's a lot of really good seasons of JoJo's.
Anyway.
Bizarre Adventure, but it's
I
a
know.
particular kind of show.
I just
man.
have to get back into it. I watched the first season a couple years ago.
It's good. First season's very good. Really fun.
Anyway, he writes in. He says, if Sweden was about to get the electric chair for his crimes of being a Disney adult or just the fireball out the window incident, I like how he, I like how he steelmans his conviction of you
Yeah.
by like taking a dubious claim and reinforcing it with a real one that you could potentially get time for.
Yeah,
I
you
like
got-
that.
I can't get time for that.
And maybe the statute of limitations probably off, but like you
Probably
know,
should have, but
probably should have. Yeah. I would turn
I
you
heard
in.
somebody scream.
I would turn you in. I think at this point.
You
Yeah.
can't do it. You can't
Anyway, he says fireball at the window incident. Would you save him from the death penalty? If you would, how would you save him? Okay, so first of all, if you got the death penalty for that, we're in some
that's
deep
a dark
shit.
timeline.
That's a dark
If you get a
timeline.
death penalty for dropping a fireball when that didn't hurt anybody, it's like, what are pedophiles gonna get? You know,
Yeah. Well, they're
Literally,
gonna get melted probably.
They're gonna get fucking just your spirits apparated, and they're gonna turn into fucking hive gods or some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're doing extreme stuff like that, like killing pedophiles, I mean, you got to take one for the team, I guess.
To get us to that point,
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be like the. Yeah, I'd probably just let you die.
I believe in rehabilitation, but like some of those niggas are really fucked. So like, I don't know. I kind of want to die also. So like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. The ones that
ones that do it,
the
yeah.
What kind of death penalty would you
the
want?
true ones, brother. Like, can you rehabilitate that? It's like it's to
I
me,
don't
it's
think
like
so.
it's like gay conversion therapy.
It's really.
I feel kind of
it's-
similarly. Yeah.
It's really.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know, man.
What type of death penalty would you want?
Oh, lethal injection, but I want it to hurt.
Lethal injection, so no electric chair.
So but you want it to
I want it to
hurt.
hurt really bad, yeah.
So they use the largest gauge of needle. They use
put
a
it
they use
up
a
my
one.
dick hole, they put it up my dick hole,
That is crazy.
and then just pump like a fucking gallon and a half of poison into my dick, and I'm just like, ah! For a moment, I turn into the Hulk, and then I die right after. Right after, I turn green, and then I kind of just peter out.
So you want a painful death?
Absolutely,
We can arrange that.
absolutely. I want it to hurt because, like, why not? You know, that's my last experience. I don't want it to be.
The issue is that what do we get out of saving you?
me not being dead.
Aside from that,
Yeah.
what extra?
Yeah, there's
like,
no-
what are we getting?
there's no
Or is there
money.
like is there a bounty? Is there a bounty like a reward?
There's no. I don't gain anything. I don't get anything from saving you. Why would I save you?
I'm just asking a question.
I mean, I don't know, man. Let me die, honestly. Like, don't ever bring me back. If in the future, if someone that's gonna resurrect me for some reason that might be important, don't bring me back. Just keep me dead.
Yeah, I would only want to be brought back if there was some sort of insanely cool technological advancement that actually rivaled or mirrored something that in a science fiction that were like, oh, I can't believe, like the Jetsons or some shit.
Yeah. What if you woke
That's
up?
not even
What if
cool
you?
enough. I'd
wait,
be like, either this fucking
The
robots.
Jetsons, dude, watch the intro to Jetsons. They have some dope shit.
yeah,
If I'm not fucking that robot, I don't care about coming back. you know?
It's portrayed really dumb, but that's like a massive amount of advancement.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
It's supposed
but
to
it's
be
in my grasp
We're
of
we're
imagination.
40 years away from the Jetsons. We're 40 years. We're the
70s,
trajectory
right?
is fucked.
It's the
40 years
2070s,
away
right?
from
It's
Fallout.
2060s.
So listen, let's say you wake up 1,000 years from now, right? You die, or like you get put into cryo, whatever, or you're sick, you have cancer, and then they put you into cryo. It's like, we're gonna freeze you until we can cure you,
I'm like, no,
and then you wake
no.
up, you wake up 1,000 years from now, and everything's the same, but everybody has fiber optic internet. That's the only thing that's different.
That's
Oh my-
all.
I would give me the closest shotgun. There's I like, well, what the fuck?
But you can download so much so quick though.
Imagine what you missed out on.
But cancer medicine's actually worse
I am what?
because we've run out of all the things to make keep
They're
it
worse?
with. Yeah, we ran
What
out of.
happened to like the news that cancer vaccines are just around the corner, like maybe a decade from now?
It
What
turns out
happened?
that was
even at best, that gets a while. Like we have a lot of advancements.
So
but
what
like,
happened? What happened to that? 1,000 years.
we
1,000
lied.
years.
We lied.
From we lied.
We lied. We were just fucking capping.
Yeah, we were just JKing.
Yeah.
LOL. Please don't be upset at us.
So probably what happened, I imagine, some cult that took over the world that were obsessed. They basically were the anti fucking like. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys did the one. If you tried every option for Mass Effect 3, because there's different endings, and there was the synthesis ending.
Which one was that? Was that
When you
green?
combine with
That's the one
robots?
when you're green as shit, and everybody basically becomes like one. You know, like we're all like we've all leveled up. We're all kind of have like AI in our system. We're all kind of like synthesized, and there were an anti. You know, they mentioned that there's a group of people that are like, I ain't doing that shit. That shit's gay. I want to be human. Like I want to be, you know, these freaks that wouldn't want to just ascend and be better. And I imagine that's what would happen. That's the only explanation.
I wouldn't want to ascend.
If there was 1,000 years in the future and cancer and medicines are worse,
They won.
The thing is, we ran out of all the stuff that we use to make like Tylenol.
and
things like
There's
that.
no more Tylenol. All that's left is Robitussin.
Yeah.
There's extremely powerful Robitussin now.
It's
That's
just
all that's left. It's crazy
it's
strong.
It's varying degrees of powerful Robitussin.
Like you
There's
take
weak-
a sip of regular one and you take a sip of the least powerful one and you fall asleep for 13 years. And you wake up and you're like, what the fuck?
Why would it put you to sleep if it's medicine?
It's Robitussin. You know, fussing with the tussin, dog.
But that's the least powerful one?
no
Wouldn't the least powerful one just be the one that we have now?
Nah, man. They've made it more potent. They can't go back on the recipe.
They can't
how
go
could-
back.
forgot.
They
They forgot.
somehow can't dilute it.
They can't. You put it in water and it makes more robot. That's why it's gotten so powerful. If you put it in water, some guy was like, "Oh, what do I do?" And he dropped
They
it in a
built
lake. And then it made,
self-replicating Robitussin?
And he's just trying. He keeps pouring more water to it. And just keeps filling
No,
up the vat
it's
more and
good.
more.
you start seeing fish
It's
sleeping,
getting
floating
thicker.
up.
Why is it getting thicker? It doesn't make any sense.
That's a lot to take into account, man.
It's just mega Robitussin.
See, in that future, I would just off myself. I'd be done. I'd be
Thanos comes
done.
to kill that world, and you give him Robitussin, and he falls asleep. Then you throw him in a volcano.
Speaking of throwing people in a volcano, no way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners wrote in. He says, "Hello, gay twinks. Just started playing Tekken 8. And since then, it's quickly becoming my new hyperfixation. Can you guys go on a tangent about Tekken for 20 minutes to tame my never-ending need for parasocial communication with you all? Also, I'm a Reina main because bad bitch. Have a good day, dudes.
She's the breakdancer, if I'm not mistaken.
I've only played a little bit of Tekken 8, really.
I haven't purchased it yet.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm more of a... I fell off of fighting games a long time ago. You know? I realized very early that I was like, I'm not great at these. So, like, there's no point.
I'm playing Raging Blast. I'm not Raging Blast. Sparking Zero. You're calling
Sparking
it
Zero's
Raging Blast.
fun.
It's really good. The what if stuff in that game is.
Although people
insane.
are like getting out of pocket with it, they're like, it should be at Evo. It's like, no, it shouldn't. It's not that kind of a game at all. It's not really even a fighting game. Really,
I think it'd be fun if it was at Evo, but it shouldn't be on the main stage.
They would
Absolutely
have to
not.
do so much to the game to make it like that type of competitive.
it's not designed to be competitive. It's not supposed to.
The amount of shit that I've seen, the exploitative shit that people have already figured out, that I'm like, no way, this can't be at Evo.
After Mid Strike, fucking Yajirobe just.
Did you see that infinite rush of Mr.
Satan?
Yeah.
that was I was dying, dude.
Yeah, it was like Kid Buu versus Mr. Satan, which is unbelievably out
It
there.
happened in canon though.
It did happen in
It
canon.
happened in canon.
It did, but like, yeah, he just. My favorite thing about that is his rush because it's like he just does this, and it's like he's dragged across, like almost like a Photoshop asset,
yeah.
dragged across the
Yeah.
screen, and he just constantly throws. He gets his attack that I remember, I think, from the original Budokai actually, where like
present?
he has the present and he throws it.
Yeah, and it blows up.
And Kid Buu always catches it, and he
Always.
always explodes it,
I love the
and
idea.
there's no recovery.
None. So funny.
It's awesome.
It's like fucking. I just love the idea of it. Thinking about it in like an actual combat sense, where you keep catching it. Like you would think at a certain point,
You
don't
dodge it.
fucking catch it anymore.
It'd work on Kid Buu. Kid Buu's stupid, man. It'd work on his little dumbass.
Yeah, like
Little-
you keep getting blown up and just.
Because he's fine. It isn't. It would eventually hurt him like in a few
Was
years.
that present attack in the show? I don't remember it. I feel like that was just like an
No,
extrapolation.
he gave a present to Majin Buu. Remember?
Did he? I don't
He gave
remember.
it when he first met Majin Buu as regular. Before you remember before when the little dog got shot. When those assholes shot that dog.
I don't remember
You don't
that.
remember that? When
I
they
remember
shot
that.
The dog?
I gotta watch the
And then
series
Buu
again.
brought him back
yeah,
to life.
Boo, yeah.
And then he spit up Evil Boo, the skinny gray one. The one looks like Mr. Hanky, but a Boo.
yeah. Okay, I remember that.
That shit's so. Oh my god, that game is so fucking silly. It's just like it's like playing with toys again. That's all it is. It's like playing with
It
my
is,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball toys again.
I like that we're just ignoring Tekken.
Oh, yeah,
we've
Tekken,
immediately shifted
right.
to Dragon Ball. Look, I don't know what's going on with Tekken. Like the last Tekken I played religiously was Tekken 2. You know, like, and that was, I don't know if you know that, a long time ago. that was on the PS1.
Heihachi's back.
You didn't play Tekken 3?
A little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I played
because that was the thing that like revolutionized. That was
when Jin showed up, right?
yeah, and that's when like everybody fucking just stopped playing everything else for a while. Like fucking Eddie Gordo showed up, Jin,
Eddie, yeah.
Brian Fury, who was mine. That always made Brian.
Well, I wasn't really a
Even though
fighting
I don't
game.
like that he's a cop, but
Who's
like
Brian again?
Brian Fury, he's the
Yeah.
cybernetic cop, the older dude, gray hair. His is fucking. He was just so easy to. his strikes were. It was really just about his strikes, how satisfying they were. He does this one thing where he fucking does an uppercut, but he hooks your gut, and then he fucking laughs and then slams you, like while he's just holding you up, and then he slams you on the other side. It's so fucking
Typical
stupid.
cop.
Typical dude. He fucking like at one point he takes a tank, rips it off, like from the what do you call it?
barrel?
Yeah, from the barrel, and then throws it into a bunch of other fucking soldiers or whatever. Like, and he just laughs maniacally and shit. I think it's in one of the intros
It's
of
insane
Tekken.
how strong those people are. Like when you really think about how strong Street Fighter and Tekken and like Ninja Gaiden characters are compared to their world, it's like, what is going on? Like I would do what Dan did, even if Dan's like, oh, he's weak and he can't fight, but like I have to get as strong as them somewhat, or else you're in danger.
Definitely, yeah. Because how could you exist in a world like this? Like it's
What is one of someone gets mad, walks in your house and beats the flaming fuck out of your wife, and you can't do anything. You're like, well, I don't know, man. Eddie Gordo was in town. He fucking whirlwind kicked my house away.
He just tears your house by breakdancing. Which would happen in canon. It could happen. It could happen.
Tekken canon's ridiculous.
It's
like there's
by
no.
the way, there's a video. I don't know. I don't remember the guy's name, but
Like
it's
3
he
hour
does
long
the
one?
insane lore. He's done a few of them. He's done Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and maybe Street Fighter. But it's called Insane Lore. So the insane lore of
Right.
And the Tekken one that one's the craziest out of all of them because the lore
Not
is
crazier
so.
than Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue's lore is so fucked, it's insane.
I don't know. I know about that game. I know the competitive nature of it, but
it's an anime
I've
fighter,
never.
so you know it's already
Yeah,
It's already fucked. Yeah.
I'm sure when it comes to a lot of the more obscure stuff, there is way more insane. Like I can't even imagine what the fuck the lore is of Guilty Gear. Just looking at the characters.
Yeah, it's hard to
Insane.
even.
I never like my brother got into it. He's like, let's play this. I'm looking at the characters and I'm like,
Might as well be fucking Mr. Meaty at that point. Like I really got no. I got no clue.
I shut my brain off. I shut my brain off because I was
Mr.
like,
Meaty the fighter.
I'm looking at these people and I'm like, nope. I don't want to know. I don't want to know
I would
about what the hell I'm
absolutely
looking
watch
at.
like a puppet, like play a puppet fighter, or like figure out how that would. Well, that's kind of like clay
Like
fight.
Clay Fighter.
Yeah, right. That
fucking
was
love
so
that game.
that was so dope and so weird.
Ichabod Clay. I love that game.
Ichabod Clay. That's so gross.
I fucking love that game. Clay Fighter was fucking dope. I think there was some clown that was the boss. I think it was.
I think so.
It's been a long time, man. I don't
been
remember.
ages.
Yeah.
Is that an actual video game? Was that like a fight?
Yeah,
Fighter,
there was
yeah.
a fighter in a SNES. Came out on SNES, and it was damn.
It's like stop motion.
Yeah, and it's all kind of clayish, and it was very clay-ish. It was clay, but yeah, it was really fun.
Clay-ish is like the original the original Budokai.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what I mean? Where
Clay-like.
that's clay-ish. Where I'm like,
That game
Okay.
looks so
Because
fucking
they-
bad now.
it's pretty because they didn't cell shade it. They were just like, look at the shading on the fucking PS2. And it's like you should have cell shaded
Should
it.
have glossed this
Like
whole
seriously,
over at
go
least once or
anybody
twice.
who's curious and who's like maybe like too young to have experienced the original Budokai games, which like fair enough. But like, dude, like the Budokai 1, first of all, I love that game like with all my heart.
Is that game over 20 years old now?
It has to
Yeah,
be. It has to be.
2002, 2001, maybe
It has to be.
earliest.
2 came out when I was in 5th grade, I think.
I remember 3 came out probably 04. I think.
Nah, not 04. That's too soon.
No. What do you mean?
No, wait, maybe.
No, I don't know. Whatever. The point is that first game
Yeah,
looks
those
like
games came out like rapid
that
fire.
first game. The 2 and 3 look great because they're cell shaded, but like 1 is so funny.
Yeah.
it's because like everyone looks fucking stupid. But yeah,
Krillin looks like Kid Buu. That's how fucked up that game was.
it's gross. Kingsley, you should do a One Piece arc tier list. If not, what? And then it cuts off. So
Nice.
sorry.
I could do that. It would take me a little bit of time because I'd have to remember
A tier list of-
25 years of show I watched.
That's so. How many arcs is that? Like 50?
There is like maybe like 27 arcs in One Piece.
That's so.
Let me
That's
guess.
insane.
Luffy.
Yeah.
Luffy. He's still a kid, right?
He is.
Has he
19?
changed at all?
he's like
19,
he's
yeah.
like Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
He's grown up. But like
Oh,
not
really?
much. He's not a grown man. He's like it's been like in.
What did he start off as? Like
16.
16.
16
Oh,
15,
3
15,
years?
16.
It's like 3.
It's something.
I was thinking
you
like,
know?
oh, he was 10 or something, and now he's okay.
No, he's like 15, 16.
I was thinking like Reboot. If you remember that show?
Yeah.
Like
Where they
that,
actually
like
grew up.
when they grew his ass up, and I'm like, oh, finally, I don't have to look at this dumbass little punk bitch kid anymore.
You're at least an adult now. But
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been like, dang. Yeah, it's 25 years old now officially. So I've been watching since I was like maybe 8. So 22 years.
It's too much, man.
It is too much. I can't like. It would be one of those things where I'm not really watching it.
I'm not watching out of happiness
It
anymore.
would just
though.
be.
It's not a happiness anymore because I like every moment I see Luffy, I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. I don't care about you anymore. You've been the same character for 20 years. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Luffy, have you seen all those people there was that pirate guy that Hasan interviewed, and they call him like Luffy or something because he's they say he's a Houthi pirate.
He's a Houthi. Oh, yeah, the Houthi pirate. I heard about that.
Have you seen that guy? I have no idea what any of
I
that
heard about
is.
the Houthi pirate.
No.
Yeah, he's like a freaking.
Well, there's this guy that's like in his 20s, and he's very handsome. And so, Hasan interviewed him, and Ethan Klein and a lot of people are accusing Hasan of that he's shilling and kind of apologizing for Houthi terrorism and saying that this guy is connected to the Houthis. That guy is saying that he's not that, and other people are saying he's not that. But the thing is, and I actually kind of agree with Ethan a little bit, where he's like, how naive are you guys going to be? Like, say, if David Duke were to be like, I'm not racist, you'd be like, and then all of a sudden motherfuckers are like, well, it's like what they did with Nick Fuentes.
Oh,
Whenever he goes on
yeah.
a big interview, Nick Fuentes always was like, no, I'm not racist. But then his show is literally just nothing but racism.
Well,
Like,
does this Houthi guy have like other content where it's like?
so he has like
what-
things that
what
he's
is
done. He also posted a tweet of what do you call it when you get impaled through your ass through your mouth? There's like
something? Yeah,
But yeah, that's the way
like what
he basically said.
Vlad did to people.
Yeah, basically. And so he said that this was on Twitter. It was a tweet that he deleted and people archived it, that he wanted to do that to Jews. But then he was like, no, I just meant the Zionists, like I wasn't trying to. And it was one of those things where it's like, but people
yeah.
were like, see, he explained himself. And then there's people, it's actually kind of weird right now because I'm kind of caught in the middle. Well, I'm not caught in the middle, but I'm in the middle where I understand why terrorist groups exist, but they're still doing horrific shit.
Right,
And
yeah.
things, and to Ethan Klein's point, because he made a video calling out a lot of this stuff, they're not just going after Zionists or even just Israelis. They'll take like a cargo ship that has nothing to do with it and take all the captives and all this crazy shit, and then like say Hasan's kind of apologizing for it and acting like it's not a big deal. Or there's this hilarious
is he
video.
apologizing for it?
Well, yeah. So check this out. There's this hilarious fucking video. It's. I thought this was so funny. Where Hasan has this guy on his, sitting next to him, the streaming. Hasan's like, "Hey, watch this music video while I'm gonna go to the bathroom."
I did see that. I did see that, and it was like, it does not read like, I don't know what the intention was necessarily, but it reads like horrifying. Like it's something that you would show almost to make you not like them. Like it's crazy. Like it's these people, like they jump on a boat and they take everybody captive, and it's like music is playing in the background, but it's like Islamic prayer music or something, and then Hasan's like, look, it's a musical. And I'm like, this isn't a musical?
Dude, the
Are you
guy's like,
stupid?
what the fuck? Like, I thought it was going to be like an actual music video, not like dudes with guns and fucking. It's basically a terrorist propaganda video. And then like Hasan was kind of playing some of this shit and acting like it's not a big deal. And also, I guess he has a modder named Frogan. And Frogan's been saying some really extreme shit. And I caught a clip of him saying, I'm not going to tell her anything because, she's Lebanese and her family's in Lebanon and they're going through some shit. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I'm like, think of it as, let's just say you're in, you're Mexican and your family's tied to the cartel and you have somebody on Twitter that's like saying a bunch of crazy shit about killing the people in the area or whatever. And you'd probably be like, hey, check your boy. Well, they're in the area and they're, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, regardless of even if you're,
Right,
what I meant
yeah.
to say is I made a mistake. I meant to say you're getting terrorized by the cartel and say, now you maybe want to like kill all of them and you're saying all these inflammatory things. And you'd probably be like, hey,
Relax.
That's not,
Yeah, relax a little bit.
And then Hasan's kind of like, well, she's going through some
I
shit.
do think, look, I think
And I was like,
I think
she could do a
spending
better
too
job.
much time in the political sphere online just cooks your brain, and you don't really understand how things come across to just normal people who just live outside.
I mean, yeah,
because
obviously,
I really don't understand how Hasan played that video in front of that guy and didn't expect like confusion from the guy, because it looks,
you know what I got?
like it looks crazy.
It does look crazy.
It's deeper
And
context.
I'm like aware of a lot of this stuff.
because to him, it's
And I'm
probably
still looking at him like,
Just
bro,
looking at it objectively with no when you're looking at it, you're like, this is fucking crazy.
there's a term. I can't remember who said this to me, or I can't remember like where I heard it, but it's like I try to remember this a lot. And it's like, if you're explaining, you're losing. You know what I mean? Like, if you have to explain,
That's a good point.
like,
Yeah.
then like you probably shouldn't have. You know, and that's a video that like you have to explain in detail if you're gonna try to convince anybody to be okay with it.
Yeah.
And so it's just like,
Yeah,
you
you
might as well
gotta-
just not do it.
Yeah.
you gotta take a step back and be
Because
like,
you could tell
hey,
that other guy, by the way, that other guy that he showed it to is just like not really that online. You could just you could tell just by looking at him. It's
Yeah,
just
like whatever he was from, he was like not in. That's why he was so taken aback when he like.
It's a funny video.
Him, it's
him
funny.
reacting.
He's so like, oh, I wasn't expecting you were going to play this, and also the fact that I guess Twitch is completely cool with it. Actually, people are kind of, because like me, I don't like how people are trying to like go after Twitch about this shit. Because that's what they're like, Twitch, is this your boy? Is this your king? You know, they're doing that thing.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, I don't really like
They also
that.
unbanned Fresh and Fit though, which is like, or something like that, right?
Crazy.
Dude, they unbanned the pirate guy too, apparently, because the people are saying there's enough evidence to be like, this guy's definitely tied to the Houthis, they're saying. And then they banned him at first, but he's back. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't know what's
Twitch
going on.
has always been inconsistent with their shit. They've always been simping, you know, like say, oh, hot chicks, they're spreading their ass cheeks or whatever, will get banned for 7 days. Or that one chick that showed her tits on accident or whatever, she banned herself. They weren't even going to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the fuck her name was.
I
but,
watched that, but yeah, I get it.
yeah, but
I get it.
to me, it's just like, oh, it's completely inconsistent. To me, I'm like, Twitch should just be like, you know what? We're going to be the Wild West.
It's like, well,
I don't give a fuck. I'd be like-
didn't they allow nudity for a little bit, and then Boogie go on there and like take all his clothes off or something like that?
They were allowing more.
And
There was something that
wasn't
they were.
it Boogie that did
It was
that?
like body painting or something.
Yeah, they were allowing something. They were more lax stuff, and then there was the whole that meta of implied nudity, where
Right.
like they were standing just off where it looked like they were naked, but you know none of them were. It just looked like they were naked. And I think Boogie actually did, because he accidentally showed. I think he either almost showed his penis, because I'm like, can you really see his dick with his gut hanging over? I don't know if he can actually see it.
I think he tilted the camera down and then cut his penis with a bunch of with pizza cutters. I think
Yeah,
is what happened,
he had 3 of them. It was crazy. I was like, you ever seen anybody Wolverine pizza cutters? Like, it was like
that is so difficult to conceptualize. Actually, it's almost like
It's
is the
still
circle
loading in my brain. It's
Wait, no,
still
hold on.
loading.
So is it the circles like in the wrist, kind of, or is it like the stick with the you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I think so. The circles, so it has an extra step for it to make sense.
like this.
The circles are sitting on his wrist like this. And when it's time to come out, then they turn. You know, so there's an extra step. So they're sitting like this, flat on his wrist,
Never heard in my life.
and then they go shh, like that.
Pizza cutter Wolverine sounds hilarious.
It sounds amazing. Was it Pizza?
So they shoot out,
What's his name? Pizzarine? What's his name?
Stop.
What's his name? What's his name?
They shoot out, they extend a little further, they flip out, and then they come back and pass it in.
Let's cook, bub.
It's Pizzarine. That's so dumb.
He's just like enjoying pizza.
Made me
That's all
want
he does.
That made me want pizza though.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
There's a Sentinel with an uncut pizza, and he just goes insane. He's just
Yeah, a lot of this. You know what's frustrating for me is like in a lot of these conversations.
I like it this way. Do not cut my
I don't
pizza.
like to cut it. I like to roll it up and fold it and eat it as if it was a blunt.
That's insane.
Pizzarine.
Bob.
Leave my pizza
Whatever.
alone.
King said you should do a One Piece tier list arc. That's the name of the guy.
That's the name of
That's
the
the name of the
guy.
guy. He wrote in. He says.
Didn't even go to the question.
He said.
That's so motherfucking
He said this question is for Derek. In an old episode, you mentioned wanting to fuck a girl doggy style while eating a bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
Oh my God.
Did you ever achieve that dream?
That's a funny question. So I've had offers, but then because it was one of those things where I brought it up because I just thought,
Oh, right.
I think the concept is kind of just funny to me, and I've had like a couple of offers but I don't really want to do it, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Because it's, first of all, milk's gonna splash. It's not like an actual, you would have to like put so
not
little
ideal.
milk in it to make sure there's no sloshing, or you're just literally not really fucking. So the concept of it is what is actually fun and entertaining. At the execution, no. So I'm never gonna do that. I literally could, and I've said this before too, but getting fellatioed eating ice cream, fucking primo.
I can't do eating and sex, man. Because I'm just gonna care about eating more than the sex.
No, see,
I think for me,
see,
it's probably
that's
true.
why I said
I can't.
That's
I can't
why
mix
I
those
said
things.
fellatio. When you're kicking back with the Oreo McFlurry and you're being serviced, there's no better feeling.
I don't know, man. Like, I like food, and I sort of like women. So, like, I don't know if it'd go into like a net benefit.
Yeah, if you're looking,
Do you think that it would lead to, because there's a thing
association?
Well, that's what happened in that Seinfeld episode where George tried to eat a sandwich. He tried to mix it, and so like every time he would eat, he would get bricked up.
I feel like that would only happen if you're a kid, like your brain was like getting wired and
Of
shit.
course,
If you're doing it too much, maybe, you know.
I feel like, because what happened to Will Smith where he fucks too much, where he vomits now?
yeah, he
like,
would have got sick when he was fucking too often.
So like what happened?
Is he just dehydrated?
That's what I'm wondering. What is it? Because now he has like this Pavlovian kind of thing, I guess.
That's definitely trauma. That's definitely more than just a
That's what's so
trauma.
weird to me. Like,
That's definitely trauma. He definitely
is
probably
he getting
started
gut checked?
He started like associating sex with like disgust probably in his life because of like how like much he had sex and how little he had like attachment to people he's having sex with.
Probably the butler.
You just
fucking Alfred.
Alfred.
What is, no,
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey. Oh my god. Those are the two butlers in my brain. Those are the two most famous butlers.
Alfred and Jeffrey. Those are the only two.
They tag teamed him.
What about Jeeves?
Who's Jeeves again?
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, Jeeves.
There's probably a significant portion of people listening right now. I have no idea what the
Oh
fuck.
yeah,
Ask
no.
Jeeves
Like
is.
I kind of shouldn't even, because I don't even
That's
think it was
true.
really.
We're kind of late to that too.
I was a Jeeves guy because it was before Google, I think.
Yeah. It was a search engine before Google, or maybe like even just like around the same time.
It was
like
more a question asking place on a search
I
engine.
specifically
That's
remember
true.
using because it would have things in place.
It was
Google,
like Quora or whatever the fuck,
yeah,
like old Quora.
It's like-
I used to use Mama. There was Mama.com, which was a search engine that I liked better than Google. Google didn't really do it for me when it popped up, because when I was in 8th grade in like 2002, 2003, that's when Google like skyrocketed, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this shit sucks. I used Mama until Mama fucking is shit. Now I use DuckGo.
The second Chrome happened, I was
Chrome's
like,
too overpowered.
the second Chrome happened, I was like, oh, this is
Chrome's
it.
overpowered,
Because I hated Firefox, and I just like the fucking UI for it was just like, what the fuck?
use
it never
Safari.
felt
I
good.
use Safari now on my phone, but I use
hate
Safari
Safari.
redirected to
I use
Google.
Safari on my phone just because I don't really do much on my phone. So I don't care enough to like optimize my search engine.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with the phone. Like if I cared about optimization, I wouldn't even have an iPhone. I would
That's true.
definitely be on Android.
I definitely have Chrome on my phone. I just can't. It's too convenient. But like,
I used to have it, but it's just it's
whatever. It's
I'm
not a
really
huge deal.
doing anything. Like I'm like, what am I doing?
it really is
with
just a brand thing at this point.
Yeah.
I'm so
Open
used to
Chrome in
Google.
so long.
Yeah, so
where
you're
it's
just
like,
using it,
because I
yeah.
even did like, do you remember when they did that when Microsoft did that ad campaign about Bing, where they had people like do blind searches?
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
were just like, see which one's better, and like Bing was the better one for most people.
And I was like,
It was
that's a
actually
fucking-
true. Like, because I tried it out and I was like, oh yeah, Bing is better. Anyway,
Fuck. I forgot.
I just
about-
went back to Google because I was just like, I'm not
forgot
going to
about-
say I'm going to Bing something. Fuck
Well,
you. Are you kidding?
It's also
Stupid?
it's better, but it's not like Google was horrific. So that was kind of the thing. People
yeah.
didn't. People at the time.
Now it is.
Exactly.
I'm not so sure that anyone else is better though. Like I don't know if it's like I don't know if Google is so much worse
Dude,
today.
DuckDuckGo. I use DuckDuckGo. It just reminds me of the search engines like a decade ago.
Yeah.
It's so much better where I'm like, I'm finding things that I'm fucking looking for, because now all it's showing me is that AI shit, things that I'm not looking for, and then Reddit results.
Did you see that?
And I'm like,
thing
brother.
going around where like they were talking about like this basketball player. His name's
Michael Jordan?
No, CP3 or something.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the thing that was like the AI? It was like an AI thing. It's like, why is CP3? What's the name? And it said his name was Child Porn 3.
No, you fucking liar.
I'm not joking. Well, look,
You're not lying because that is-
It might. I'm sure it's not real. But like that picture's real. You know what I mean? I'm sure somebody Inspect elemented it or something.
Dude.
But it's so funny because I just like I saw it. I was like, that is because it's not outside of the realm of believability to me because of how wrong. Like, dude, I've done my own AI searches or like not AI searches intentionally, but I've done my own Google searches where it does the AI autofill, and it's wrong to degrees that like it's kind of astounding.
Doesn't make sense at
Yeah.
all, dude. I gotta like for real. I've always. I'm so glad he brought this up because I don't have very many friends that like love basketball the way that I do. See, Child Porn 3 has always been his name to me. Always.
That is crazy.
Whenever you hear CP3, I was like, oh, Child Porn 3, yeah. And like, but I can't tell that joke to anyone because my friends, only one of my friends, literally only one of my friends watches basketball. So he's the only one that I can make that reference to, and he would understand what I'm talking about. So, because that's the one thing about basketball is everybody has fucking abbreviations. It is a thing, and he's now even. I brought this up on the podcast one time. Stephen A. Smith. He's an analyst, right? He's a journalist. They call him SA now. Because Stephen A. So Stephen A. They call him SA, and I'm like, oh, this nigga's sexual assault Smith now. He's sexual assault Smith now. And I was like, they're getting fucked up on this shit now.
Yeah, I feel bad for everybody. Like I wonder, like when
DP,
the next
DP is now fucking double penetration, or dog porn or something.
That's always unfortunate.
This motherfucker is dying
okay?
to see Child Porn 3. That is the.
Can't breathe.
And what does that mean? Does he have 3 child porns?
Child Porn 3 is so fucking mean.
Is the implication that there's a trilogy? You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Oh my god, Chris Paul is such a great athlete. So he's like legendarily good.
He's very good.
He's got 2 first names. Come on.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, so does Paul George. There's Chris Paul, and then there's Paul George.
And then there's
So
Michael
do-
Jordan.
So do I. My
Kobe
name
Bryant.
is Kingston Jameson.
Wait a minute.
A lot of these are double first names. Now I think about it.
Well, yes.
I didn't even. That's so interesting. I didn't really consider.
You haven't
Because I know
you
so
haven't
little people
realized
named
how
Bryant.
many, you realize how many black people have
Shaquille Neal.
Shaquille Broniel. You ever realize how many black people have 2 first names?
Neil.
It's really common, in fact. A lot
Yeah.
of people having 2 first names.
Yeah.
At least like standard niggas.
N-word Jim.
Like, my first name is Edward. My dad's first name is Jim.
I mean,
as well.
hey, dude, man, Mark Twain was fire, dude.
Mark Twain.
He wrote. Having a character named N-word Jim in one of your pieces is it's actually
It was
fire.
it was really ahead of its time, but not for the exact right ways.
It's ahead of it. Look, it's for my dumbass brain.
Well, no, I
Nobody
think
else thought that shit was funny
that
except
shit-
for
how come
I'm in school. I'm in
Oh, I
school.
heard that shit and I was
I'm fucking-
dying. I was like, can I please say it? Then we made our white friend say read it up.
Yeah.
We made our white friend read it. He
No,
really
did they
didn't
actually
want
have?
to read
Did you actually have?
it. Yeah, he had to say it.
No, we didn't do it in our school.
guys
they
didn't
wouldn't
read it out loud?
No, they wouldn't.
That's
They wouldn't
pussy.
let. They wouldn't let. They wouldn't let the. They wouldn't let the kids say the N-word.
Y'all, did you guys read it out loud?
I don't remember. I think so though. I
We
think
made
I
our
remember,
white friend do it. We
Let me
literally
see.
made him do it. It was like, anybody want to go?
Let me see.
And the
what-
teacher was like,
I think we did read it out loud.
go ahead, John. And he was like,
I want to see if. Let's see what we got.
I don't know if they make you read it out loud anymore. That shit was a fucking.
I know in New York they made you read it.
I want to see.
It
Say
was
it.
a blessing.
Say it.
I want to see if there's a censored version, but I'm not gonna find
There's
it.
no
But-
point of reading
but
that
anyway.
story if you don't say his
Well,
name.
look, I agree. Look. So here's the thing. I do agree that you should for when you're in context. It was like I remember when I was a kid, my mom was like, "Oh, we're gonna read stuff from the Bible," and I was like, "Ugh, all right, whatever," because she didn't like going to church, but she was like, "We'll have like a Bible study thing." And me, I was like, but it didn't last long. It lasted for like 3 weeks,
oh
bro.
my god, dude!
This
Even
last-
I didn't have Bible study,
Dude.
and I'm fucking like actually really Christian.
Look, this lasted for even though I was a kid, I went along with it for a while because I thought that was this thing I had to do. And then I did pray because it was just like a mantra. But then as I got older, like I'm saying like in probably like 15 or something around there, I'm like, the fuck am I doing? But when I was a lot younger, I still went along with some of the stuff. Like I would see everybody praying and say, "Thank you, Jesus," and like squeezing their hands all hard. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I'm like kind of like
Yeah,
whatever.
for
You know what's
Sure.
crazy?
But-
I remember the moment where I stopped praying.
When was that?
And I remember just like, because I did it for a while, and then I remember sitting there, and then I looked around my room and saw all of like the advanced technology. And then I thought to myself, like, why? This is incongruent.
What do I
This
do?
does not make sense. Something about it felt like incorrect.
How old were you? Do you remember?
I think it was like 9
9-ish?
or like 10.
Yeah,
something like that.
I prayed longer than I was already not a believer, but I
Yeah.
kept praying because
No, me too. Yeah, I did the same thing.
So
because it's
used
just
to
part of the it's part of the routine.
So it was
and-
literally a mantra to me before
Yeah.
going to sleep. Essentially, it was like a thing that I did. I don't even remember what I used to say.
I mean, it's not too dissimilar to like some of the more like secular, like people like.
I pray still, but like I don't pray to God. It's more or less like affirmations, like just thoughts out of my head.
Right, yeah.
Like
speaking thoughts out of
you're,
my head.
you're like The Secret. You're like that fucking book, The Secret. That's what the book is.
Yeah,
the book
yeah.
is essentially thank the universe.
Sort of
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Like speaking thoughts out of my head, getting these thoughts that are in my head.
Kill.
kill.
Death,
It is unfortunate that
heat death, planetary
unfortunate.
destruction.
it's unfortunate that that book is so stupid because it is technically good advice.
Oh, The Secret?
Yeah,
The
technically. Like it's not like literally real.
Look.
but it is. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be honest. The people, it's not even The Secret's fault. It's people
The
took
people
on a
that
real
use-
interpretation of it that like literally things are going to poof out of nowhere. That book just repackaged shit that has existed for a long
Forever.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's actually-
it's just simple self-help
There's
shit.
two.
Yeah.
There's one thing by Earl Nightingale that's called
I think I heard
the
that.
Strangest Secret. So they stole it from Earl Nightingale.
Yeah.
But there's also a book that stole from Earl Nightingale that's called The Science of Getting Rich, and a lot of rich people. Mayweather didn't read it, but he understood it. So he would always
can't
surround. He can't. That's why he
can't
didn't
read.
read it because he literally
can't
can't
read.
read. That's why I said that.
He would have no. He'd look at.
You look at.
He'd looking at him looking at that page is like me looking at fucking. It's like me looking at like fucking I don't know like Gaelic.
It's like
what the fuck am I seeing?
It's like me when I'm looking at like Japanese calligraphy. I'm like, oh yeah. I have
This
no
is
idea
good
what the fuck
brush
this
work.
is. I can't.
But
I
that's
will
him for
if
every letter.
I will see. Look,
Not just certain
I know what this is, and I know what this is, and so everything else, I'm kind of like.
That's weird. You got gay tattooed on your arm
You got-
twice.
I deferred to some Japanese people to make. Well, first of all, this is the Akuba symbol, and imagine it says
homosexual.
gay.
That's crazy. Instead of meaning
This whole
heaven, it
time.
means gay.
This whole time, it's just gay. And then what he does, like he grabs you with the raging demon, fucks your ass, and then ching, and it's just gay.
Your asshole is in the air, bloody, and it's like homo.
The raging homos. Ching. Oh man, I don't even know how we got here.
I don't know either. We were talking about The Secret somehow. We were talking about The Secret.
Oh, The Secret. Oh, yeah, The Secret. Something, whatever. Gay
Yeah,
shit.
I get like there was a whole like misinterpretation.
Totally.
It's the same thing that it's literally the same thing that BuzzFeed did with like fucking all these academic concepts that they were just not equipped to talk about.
Yeah.
It's
the
literally the
internet.
same thing. It's like The Secret is this, and it's like, oh, this is what. Oh, prejudice plus power. Black people can't be racist. It's like
Self-help is really. I think self-help and those things are really good for your mind. I think it can help you learn how to.
I guess.
function
If you don't
as a-
understand those concepts,
if you don't understand those concepts, obviously, like that's a good thing. I think learning
Yeah.
how to better understand your own mind in general is a good thing. You got to figure out who you are, how you work. Because a lot of people really don't. I think that's a huge problem. People just don't understand how their own mind
yeah,
works.
whatever. Schindler's
You're
List
such
is.
a muck. Oh my god, your kids are gonna be fucking absurd.
no, we can't. We
I'm
can't
good
have
with
that.
kids actually. I just don't. I'm not around them enough to really bother or care. But
No, we can't have that.
we can't have, we can't have that. No, man.
I think the little Antichrist will be born.
I mean, Antichrist, they'll be a really fucking strange kid. They're like, wow, that's weird. My dad dresses me up a Master Chief every fucking day, twice a day.
just so he can beat me up and feel powerful.
Hell yeah.
Put your
you-
chief costume on, kid, now.
Kick him in the fucking visor. Down the stairs.
bitch.
You do the thing with the special beam cannon when a guy was making Piccolo fight Chief, but you do it to your real son.
Oh, with the, the sparklers.
That shit was fucking lit, dude.
It was cool.
I'm gonna order a bunch of toys and play with action figures eventually. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I
gotta hide them though, because if Lily finds them, she will throw them away, and I'll then that'll be the time where I actually like physically abuse her.
Oh, an ender. You just throw my toys away. I would end you. I would like the ones that I've had for like over 20 years. If fucking JoJo if anyone threw them away, my mom threw them away. I'd end her. And the thing is, I have no evidence, but there's ones missing that I'm like, Did she throw some of this shit away?
I'm sure some people, you know what I mean. I'm sure it'd be like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
They really don't see the worth in it. I think that's why they're like a lot of girls, a lot of women that are not of the culture of like playing stuff like that, or things like that. They just genuinely don't see the worth of it.
To me, it's just a lack of empathy. How can you
not see? Like,
it
makes me happy.
I don't even need them to see the worth in it. I need you to understand that this is my thing that I like. It's that simple. It's just like, I'm not going to throw your shit away. So don't throw my shit away.
I'll throw your shit away.
Well,
I'll throw your shit away. Like, absolutely. Like if my stuff gets thrown away, I'm throwing away something.
Oh,
you know
like
I mean?
Spitefully. But like say if you
with intense spite, like you have all this makeup, but like it's too much. Like surely you don't use all of this. So I threw all of it away.
I threw all of Lou's jewelry. All of her expensive ass jewelry. I just throw it all away.
Yeah.
That's so. It's not even sell it. Not even sell it. Throw it away is so stupid. Or to give it to homeless people. Like,
just give it to homeless people.
Go buy meth and die.
I still think about that. I still think about that deck of
Kingston.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I just threw in the trash.
Wait, yours?
Yeah.
Like that's I don't understand. Like
you just didn't care.
No, because they weren't mine. So like what happened was like I in retrospect what happened was I think like a family member of mine came into my room. I was sleeping. They wanted to gift something to me, so they just left it on the dresser because they just whatever.
Oh.
And in retrospect, I kind of get it because I'm like, I don't know, I'm not gonna fucking, whatever. I don't need the whole interaction of like, here I just gifted you something. And so I woke up and there was a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the table on my dresser, and I was just like, I don't know what this is.
You didn't even look at them?
No, I don't know what it is. I don't.
Crazy. Even like at least I would have looked at them. Like
I think I looked at them,
cool.
but then I was like, okay, cards, and I threw them all in the garbage.
you never got into Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, no. I
would have looked at them.
I liked it. I liked the. Well, I watched a little bit. I really remember like the intro. Like it was like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh are the champions. Yeah.
Change into digital Yu-Gi-Ohs to
change the Yu-Gi-Oh.
I used to say your juice. No, Jew. I said that shit when I was way too young to be making that.
You're making Jew jokes?
I was making Jew jokes at like 9.
That
Not
is
even
fucking
really
crazy.
knowing I didn't even know what Jewish people were. I heard the word and I was like, oh.
I didn't understand. My first intro to Judaism was not the Simpsons. Fucking worse. Rugrats. They had a Passover episode.
Oh yeah, they had a Passover. They were a Jewish
they
family.
were
That's
Jewish,
right.
Most of them were Jewish. Right? All of them were Jewish.
I mean,
Just
clearly.
Tommy Pickles specifically.
Wow.
Tommy.
Shit, man.
And he was like,
I've lost control of my life.
Oy,
I love that
Dude.
clip. That's such an iconic clip from the Rugrats. I felt that. That's
Was it dad?
even at that age.
at that time of night, where you're just like, what's going on? Why am I making pancakes at 2 in the morning?
Pudding. Like, why are you making chocolate pudding at 4 in the morning? He's like, because I've lost control of my life.
So good. I love that was on like a kid show. Like there was something
Amazing.
about that time.
Amazing.
I love that show because that show is so like there's so much shit going on with like the kids being silly, but the parents are just people our age, just like really trying to make it work.
Just
They're trying to
struggling.
figure
Like
shit out.
really, like they had kids a little too late, and they're trying to make it work, and they're like, these kids are so fucking stupid.
Well, it's
It's so fucking. My wife's
like, what are
a
they doing? Like
bitch.
absorbing them in like the little like crawl space or whatever with that thing that's you
Yeah.
know, like
My wife is so obviously lesbian. My husband's a fuck up. You know, like I'm a single dad.
There
with
was
a
that there was
pussy ass
that
kid.
There was
like,
that
it's
couple.
so much shit.
no,
Oh,
the
yeah.
couple that
The couple that was like it was like
Dylan,
a
no, Phil.
no.
Phil. No, sorry.
No, but there was was it
Phillian,
their dad where it was like it was a
Philip
lesbian and a clown or something?
yeah, that guy was totally a fucking clown, dude. He was totally a clown.
She was clearly
clearly an '80s lesbian,
like
100%.
She wasn't because she was married to him, I guess, but like she was definitely inspired.
She was his
by
beard.
that.
I don't know what you call it in reverse. You know, like when like because you know, like it's called a
bush?
beard for a guy.
Bush, I guess. I don't know.
This is my bush.
This is my bush. Yeah, but that guy was
that's
like
happening.
a cuck. Like she definitely like munched all these rugs while he just watched, and he thought it was hot as fuck.
And he would blow.
But-
He was.
yeah,
He's
he
a
blows
blower.
up, but
He was
he-
a blower, and it got in her by mistake. He was also a good blower.
No, he fucking
So stupid.
yeah. Okay,
Something just flew
he's
up
just
there.
he has ropes for days.
He's a
So
roper.
it fucking ricocheted her pussy. Yeah. So then she got
she
pregnant.
got
She's like,
2.
fuck.
with
well,
two.
Yeah, twins, fucking whatever. All right, and then she started lesing harder afterwards. She got mad.
Harder. She started maxing.
Well, the thing about it,
maxing.
yeah, like I don't know, like I remember watching that show,
And then the freaking Dylan.
No, your turn.
Dylan Tommy's. Sorry.
no, whatever, go ahead, I don't care.
Well, because like Dylan Tommy's dad married Chucky's dad's sister, right?
The fuck did you
What?
just say?
Chucky is Tommy and Dill's cousin, right?
No, they're just other babies.
Wait, they're not. I thought Chucky.
None of them are
Chucky-
related.
No,
Yes, they are.
the only one that's
Angelica-
related is
Angelica and
Angelica's
Tommy.
related to Tommy. That's
Yeah,
it. But that's
Yeah,
it.
they're cousins.
Wait, no,
though.
wait. Really? No, I thought Angelica's related to Tommy and Chucky.
No,
Chucky's just
Chucky's just a friend.
Yeah,
I think
so are Phil and
Chucky-
Lil. They're
Yeah,
not related.
No, Phil and Lil was friends with them, but I think Tommy and Chucky are related. If I'm not mistaken,
you
not.
are mistaken.
I think Chucky's mom is related to Tommy's dad. Actually, unironically,
Chucky's mom?
yeah, Chucky's mom, the one that died. I think she's related to Tommy's dad. Actually, and then that's how they became friends. They all coincided.
Look,
with each
I
other.
don't know.
So you're saying that Drew, what's the other guy's name? Stu, Drew, and then Chucky's dad are brothers?
No,
And
no, Chuck. So
Who-
Chucky's
who would he-
Chucky's dad. Chucky's
because
dad.
Drew and Stu are brothers.
They are right. That's Angelica's dad. And,
Yes, that's Angelica's
and
dad.
Tommy's dad. Right. Right.
Well, yeah, Angelica's dad is Drew, right?
yeah,
I think
And
so.
then Stu
is Tommy's dad.
is Tommy's dad.
Yeah.
I think they're related. If I'm not, I could be wrong.
So there's.
I'm
Are you
not
saying that
Tommy.
like? So are you saying that Chucky's wife is
Chucky's mom. Chucky's mom.
Oh, you're saying Chucky's mom is
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
sister?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I'll look it up. I'm
So you
pretty
think
sure. I'm pretty sure.
I don't
heard
think that's
it-
true.
So they killed their sister?
No one that. That's not where we went. Like that's on brand for us. Yes, but that's not where we went.
No, that
at
is what
all.
you're saying.
Yeah.
No,
He killed his sister and then he married some fucking
Because she didn't
Asian
believe
from
in his
Paris.
inventions, and he got furious, so he invented a kill her machine.
a gun.
Do you remember this episode where Stu invented this clown? It was called Mr. Friend. And then they turned like killer. It was like Mr. Fiend,
Oh
essentially.
yeah.
One of those
So dumb.
killed their sister.
Yeah, it
And
must
then-
be.
But he was trying to make it like a Chucky doll. He made Mr. Fiend, killed his sister, and then he was like, I need to redo this, and then he made Mr. Friend. So that's what happened.
Right.
And then
that tracks.
Chucky's dad, which I think his name's Charles, isn't he just Chucky Jr. or Senior? I
I'm
guess.
pretty sure. Yeah.
So he went and fucked this like Asian from Paris, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember that
was
correctly.
that was Susie's
I
mom.
fucked an Asian in Paris.
Susie's mom.
Not Susie.
Susie's the black one, right?
Jackie. What's her name? Jackie, the Asian girl.
I don't know her name.
Kim.
That was at the time that Kim Wong. I don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure.
I honestly, I don't. I checked
I
out.
know Kimmy is the little girl. I don't.
I
Remember
was
the
already
name.
kind
I
of,
don't
like,
remember
past watching it.
I don't remember the mom.
the mom's name.
Yeah.
The mom could have got it. She was fire.
I guess. Yeah. Everybody in that
was
show.
fire?
Everybody in that
The
show
mom.
looks weird to me.
Charles dated up, man. His name's Charles, right?
The girl with the fucking.
The mom. What are you talking about?
You talking
the
about-
Asian, the French
Oh no,
Asian
she was
one.
bad.
That's
She was
what I'm
bad.
talking
She was bad.
about.
I was talking.
You're talking about Dee Dee.
Tommy.
Oh,
You're talking about Tommy's
Was her
mom.
name? Was her name Dee Dee?
Her name's Dee Dee. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
No, Dee Dee I wanted to punch her.
Yeah,
Like, that
she-
was like it developed. That was my first development of the hint of misogyny.
She looks like Mask.
What?
You know what I mean? That movie where the kid's like deformed. He's got the red hair.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think Dee Dee looks like
Okay,
Mask.
no, they're not really. They're not friends. They're all just best friends with each other.
Of course, yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, I could have swore. I guess it was just Angelica was the one that was related to them. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
Angelica. It's Drew's daughter.
It's Tommy, Dill, and Angelica. They're related, but everybody else is just a friend.
Why is Dill related?
What do you mean?
Dill's Tommy's brother.
Yeah, Dill's like the baby.
Phil is Lil's.
Phil. I got confused. I forgot about Dill. I
Yeah.
totally.
Everybody should.
Yeah, I
It's like
kinda-
a scrappy do of
I
that.
checked out around that time when
I watched that
Dill
movie. You watched the
and
movie, didn't
I
you?
might have saw the movie before, but I don't. I have.
That was
I don't have
one
any
of
memory
the-
of it.
Getting that fucking popcorn thing with fucking Reptar on it was an experience for me, dude.
Reptar is dope. I gotta say.
Reptar, a little green
Reptar
dinosaur.
on Ice. Do you remember Reptar on Ice? Reptar, gotta find the Reptar. That shit, dude. That shit was dope.
It's
dude.
dope. It's good shit.
It was
Nickelodeon
great.
in the '90s was just fucking.
Dude, even just like the
bro.
orange VHS that movie came on.
the orange
Styling,
VHS.
man.
Well, they had that
That's
was
like-
it was Keenan and Kel. It was that, and maybe the second movie.
You had
Sponge-
Keenan and Kel on VHS?
Yeah, you didn't have it on
Hell yeah,
VHS?
dude.
No.
It was one of the orange. It was the Nickelodeon VHS was orange.
I think I only had
that shit was fire, dude.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I
wanted
when
to
there
eat
was
it. I wanted
special
to
shit
eat
like
it.
that.
I wanted to eat it, but because I thought it was
Carnage
food.
on SNES, red
Red
cartridge,
one,
fucking
yeah.
Killer Instinct black,
The gold,
like, shit
the gold
like that.
for Ocarina of Time, the golden thing.
I love that, man, and I have none of that shit anymore.
I know, it's sad.
We didn't understand that things were worth stuff because we know we were
Well, we
children,
just assumed-
and our parents didn't foster that mentality because they didn't believe in it.
Well, no. Well, we just also assumed
They
that
collected dolls and fuck shit.
Yeah,
we assumed that what would be good now would continue to be good. There's no reason to
There was
assume,
no
like,
reason
why
not
would things
to-
get worse? You would imagine, if anything, things would get better.
I don't think
That's a good
things
point.
have gotten
But
worse
then
exactly.
Well,
but I think
it depends on what you're talking about. Convenience-wise, things have gotten infinitely better, right? But
quality. You think things have gotten worse?
well, I mean, I think about not necessarily. I think about, but I do think about, like, I don't know, like, just the differences between, like, a physical piece of media today. Like, if you get, like, a new game on disc, it sucks compared to, like, how it used to be. Like, you used to get, like, a manual, maybe even, like, a fucking reversible cover. It would have, like, a bunch of shit in it, like art, a poster, fucking some other thing in there.
Yeah.
And then you get the disc. But now it's like, okay, you get the fucking box. Inside there's a piece of cardboard that advertises fucking Pizza Hut or something, or fucking PS Plus or fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's the disc, which doesn't even have the fucking game on it because it's just a download thing for, like, what you... It's... There's a difference,
The fact that
for sure.
the fact that special editions don't come with games sometimes now is the craziest reality
well,
I live in.
I agree.
What do you got?
What are you gonna say?
Wait,
to
wait.
this?
I'm
There
curious.
was a
I'm
devil's
curious.
advocate thing for a minute where, and I still kind of feel this way, where it's just like, if you don't know, it's such a specific type of
Now you
situation you have to be
know,
in, though.
nigga.
Like, if you don't know what you're gonna get it for, you know what I mean? Like, let's say, like,
What does that mean?
at the beginning of, like, a generation specifically, I remember this. Because, like, I think at the beginning of the Xbox One PS4 generation, there was, like, some game that had a special edition that did not have the game, specifically because it didn't even have, like, a console affiliation. Like, it was, like, just the special edition, and it came with, like, the book, the statue, whatever, but it didn't come with the game, and it wasn't, like, PS4 or Xbox branded because people hadn't necessarily made their choices yet. And so what you would do is, like, it would be the price of the special edition with the price of the game kind of removed from it, so you could get the special edition and then make the choice of where to get it later.
That is relatively fine.
But that's, like, a very specific use case.
Like
Like,
that is not what I'm talking about. Like Mass Effect Andromeda, you're buying that fucking $175 thing, and then you're getting not Mass Effect.
that's dumb
Andromeda.
as fuck. Yeah,
You're
That's-
getting a ship of the not Normandy. What is it called, Andromeda again?
I don't fucking. I
The piss mobile in space.
I think
It's
it was
the Poorman's
I think it was
Normandy.
something like it was like a ripoff because, like, I think it was called, like, the Tempest or something,
Something-
which is
Oh, you're right,
which
you're
is a
right.
gun in the fucking
in
the
first
original
one, yeah, in
game,
the first series.
which I think it's a submachine gun if I remember correctly.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, so I was like, let me make sure that's the name. But I remember being pissed off that I'm like, I know what's gonna happen in this game. I was so lazy, such a lazy decision that the aliens are gonna be lame as fuck. And then they were.
Did you not look into the shit of that? Look, I just got out here. This is when I first started living with him.
Yeah.
Around that time, everything pointed to that game being a nightmare well before it came out.
When I'm really excited for something, or like say for I had to look into Dragon Age the Veilguard because of just I need to know what I'm getting myself into. But normally, if BioWare's track record was good, I wouldn't have looked into it at all. I wanted to come into it blind and really be like, if I believed in it, but I don't believe in them anymore.
That was their first real fumble, to be fair, right?
Technically, 3 was.
As far as BioWare,
Technically, 3 was.
their
Well, no, 3 is great.
their first fumble, like Andromeda.
The first real fumble that BioWare had
think
was
3.
was Andromeda.
Well, 3, yes and no. Like, I feel like this.
Like Mass Effect
I feel like
3
people
was famous. It was famously fucking.
I feel
bad
like it
ending.
was.
Yeah, I think it was
I feel like it was
overblown.
extremely overblown. In my opinion, the way that people were behaving, I hate the fact that how vanilla it was, because I feel like knowing about, like, the Leviathan DLC, I think it should have just been in the game, because that's, to me, not beating the game and not knowing where the Reapers came from is kind of weird. But it's like you can do that if you wanted to leave it a mystery.
Why would you not want to know where the fucking ultimate villains have been the whole time?
You would want to know that, but, like, say if they wrote it in a way that, like, it's always going to be a mystery, I would have accepted it. But knowing that they kept it in DL. They hit, they basically held it hostage.
Derek,
That's what upset me.
Derek, imagine you finish Baldur's Gate, you get to the end, right?
Yeah.
And then you have no clue what happens to Baldur's Gate.
Look,
You have no clue. You have no
I'm not
clue what
looking-
happens to the city. You just leave.
This is my argument is I've consumed so much media where that's just how it is. They wrote it in a way that something's supposed to be a mystery and you're never supposed to find it out. I can accept that. If that's the way it's supposed to be taken, maybe I would have discussions like this and say I wish they would have told us. But I've consumed so much shit that where it's like it's left it up and like it's up to your interpretation, faggot. I'm just saying. I know everybody. I know everybody's consumed stuff like that.
Look, I love lore.
I'm not a huge fan of that either.
I've
I've accepted it. I have.
You've been fucked so hard
I've
so
been
many
beaten
times
into submission. Yeah.
that you're like, all right, this is just fine. It just glides in now,
Lore gets fucky, man. Like
I love lore. But
I like lore. I like, and truthfully, I like when things are kept mysterious. But like
sometimes it
the
works.
Reaper is something that should be explained by the end. I think
It would be really nice because it's like,
I think
how the fuck did
they've
these
been
things get here? How is this every 50,000 years these niggas show up? How did this happen? Are they from like what? Are they from a different galaxy? Because that was my theory. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are probably from the edge
Wrong.
of space.
Wrong.
Oh no, there were these sea creatures that made them that look like they have no business being able to make something like this. That's what I actually ended up liking it because it's modeled after. I was like, oh. So these are some super intelligent creatures that look like they have no business being super intelligent. They just like scary sea monsters, but they're like, oh, let's build AI to make things easier, and then they just started killing everyone. You
always.
guys suck and always war and take over everything. You're extincting species. Now we're going to harvest you guys, and then we'll keep a portion of you so your DNA never goes extinct. And like, that is an extreme overcorrection. I don't care, nigga.
I think every single time AI is created in video games, it's given such a wildly insane directive.
It's
like
kind of
the Reapers, they could have just left. Like they weren't even like, it's not even like AI here. Like if AI goes crazy here, it's like, we're kind of stuck here with them. They're gonna be like, oh, there's so many more inhabitable things. Let's go be Reapers somewhere else.
But that's not what they wanted because like the way that they were built for. It was number one to make things easier, but also to help solve the issues of the universe, of the galaxy, and to solve it logically. In their opinion,
was to not have living creatures.
They had to. Well, it was like you guys, because just like when you think about Earth specifically, 90-something, the vast majorities of species that ever existed are gone.
Yeah.
And so their logic is we need to harvest these people and destroy the prominent civilization because you guys are always going to genocide people. You're going to continuously do this. So we're going to, once you get too advanced, we're going to destroy you and then you'll start over. We now preserved your DNA. The proteins or DNA is preserved. And now we're going to do this to the humans. And they built a human Reaper they always built regular Reapers. And then for some reason, they didn't build a Prothean Reaper. The Harbinger was technically a Prothean Reaper, I guess. I don't know. No, he was the original one. But like, they all look like Reapers, right? Same thing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, number two, they build a skeletal one. I was like, get the fuck out. It looked cool.
That's the rule of cool. You know, sometimes it's just like, does this make sense? Not exactly.
No.
But will it be dope?
I think
my suspension of disbelief, I threw it like a football. I didn't give a fuck.
I did. Dude, when I played through Mass Effect 2 recently, and it got to the Human Reaper, I didn't question it at all. Like I was like,
"Are you guys serious?" I
No.
was like, "Why the?" It was like, okay, this has been relatively on rails the right way. Why is that there? I was like, why is there a Human Reaper?
No,
I'm gonna kill the fuck out of you. I'm gonna murder you more now.
Dude, that was
I was immediately so on board. I was like, this is dope and dumb. I love it.
You can kill him immediately by so you use if you're a soldier, you have that thing where you can slow down time.
Yeah.
And so like
Just
I'll slow
nail
down
him
time and then I
1,000
have that
times.
laser. I have this laser and then so when the things are the vials or the juices are exposed because they go down first of all, why would you expose them at all? I don't need to,
It's a video
but
game.
of course but so they expose, you slow it down, oh, like and
It dies
literally
immediately.
it's dead immediately. But obviously if you want to enjoy the fight, you don't do that.
No,
Because
I do the shit like that every time.
I do it now ever since if you're just kind of like, oh, I want to do a different ending or I want to, I want Garrus to die because I don't want him to end up with Tally kind of a thing. Because like I was like, oh, I didn't want to. I've said this many times. I was like, Tally,
Of course, I hear him.
look, man,
Of course, no, I'm sitting right here.
Garrus could have gotten any other Quarian. I'm sorry, I'm not in this universe. I'm not dating Tally this time. I'm gonna go after Liara or Miranda or somebody. Usually, Liara was a second choice, and then that was when I discovered that Garrus and them ended up together. Now it was foreshadowed. And
one.
It was it was foreshadowed and Tally, she does this she talks about her favorite movie, and it's a romance between a Quarian and
Oh my
a
God,
Taurian.
I rember that.
Oh, that's
And,
right, yeah.
and it was foreshadowed. I was like, fuck. And I was like, damn.
You mean I looking at your bro like
And I was like, you snake. And
the fuck you say to me, nigga?
That's fucking crazy.
yeah, so it's
Killing Garrus is such a cardinal sin.
It's
the thing
completely
about-
psychotic. I
Yeah.
completely admit that.
But yeah, I mean,
literally
sometimes-
the best partner, like actually in the game, literally.
I just-
like narratively
if he-
and
If
application.
there was a way to not court Tali and also not have Garrus get with her, he would have lived.
But why are you you're fucking someone else,
I
and you're
can't
like,
think about. Do you want your? Let's just say for in another. I'm gonna say.
You're
I'm gonna
just
say,
so
okay,
stupid
hold
already,
on.
but continue. I know where you're going. I
It's
know
so
where you're
dumb.
going.
But let's just say in another universe,
Okay.
you don't court Lily, you don't
Okay.
get with her, but you're completely self-aware of this for some
Okay.
reason. You're aware of this, and then one of your closest friends like gets with Lily. Do you think you'd be like totally fine with that?
if
Like, wouldn't that feel weird to you?
no, because you're still happy. I'm like, do your thing.
I don't know if I believe you. I hear what you're saying. I don't know if you would actually feel that way if it happened.
If it's really
And your
it's
boy
really,
sends a tape of
That's wild. That's OD. You see, that's different. It's wild of him just doing damage, and I'm just like,
That's actually nuts.
Why'd you send me this?
That's how I felt when I walked in. I think it was in Garrus's chambers, I think, where he's always by the gun.
Yeah, they're right to that.
I think it was there or whatever. In one of those things, you see them, they're like, oh, excuse me. And I was like, no. And I immediately I modded the game so I could kill him right there and there. No,
I think he would kill you first. I think he's too good of a
Garrus would
if it was really going on,
Garrus would probably
I think he would have sniped you first.
look. Let's
He
go.
would, he would never.
He would never
hurt you.
Oh yeah, he cares too much.
He loves you.
He cares too much. But I am a
if he's
sociopath.
in danger.
Because he could have killed you the moment you encountered him, and he could have blew your head off.
And yeah, Archangel definitely just tested you.
And then fucking Shepard's like, I would have been fine. It's like, nigga, your head would have been
it would have popped
everywhere. He saw you immediately.
I wish there was a way to trigger that. Like for some reason, it's like one of those things where you could Samara's
Is this real?
Morinth.
Says hi- wait, hold on. This must be said. Hi wrote it. He says, not a question, just a fun fact. The guy who fucked a McChicken was charged with sexually assaulting a 13-year-old in a Walmart parking lot. Have fun with that information.
I can't believe they figured out who that guy is.
That really fucked the vibe up, man. We were
That
talking
guy-
about murdering fucking Shepard, and you just
Yeah, they could have
well.
waited.
Oh well.
you got us off track. Continue now. You
All right.
got-
Well. Yeah.
You gain
Off
control
track to the question. The paying.
no. So no, I'm
subscriber.
gonna say you got us back on track. So continue. That made me
Metal
sad.
Queer Solid. Metal Queer Solid. Sex cock of the Patriots wrote it.
Pointing at me. What's going on here?
Metal Queer
Metal Queer Solid. Says, hey
Cock of the
boys,
Patriots.
Derek, I beg of you, please make a short gay parody of Virtual Insanity. Just use that patron's Jaqueer my name and just call it homosexuality. It does work.
Homosexuality always
Futures come to.
come to
Men's ass.
men dudes.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that homosexuality does fit perfectly.
Homosexuality, yeah. Homosexuality is what we're living in.
That's just the same. It's the same lyrics. It's just that.
just that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaqueer am I? It's so stupid. Jaqueer am I? And his big ass hat is just a dick. Just-
It flops over a little bit.
the fucking couches and stuff like there's dudes
It's
fucking
just balls. It's ball sack. He's the ball sack jacket. He's just
ball set to the dick. The set pieces are just dudes fucking, and there's
Dudes
just fucking
fucking
like
all
cum on the floor.
And he's slipping
That's
all
not
over.
He's
even.
slipping.
That's not even. That's how he's moving.
That's how he's moving.
It's not moving. It's just slipping
it's just
on
slipping
cum.
on the cum.
That is so fucking funny because that is so.
And then the camera tilts up, and you know how it's got that bug on the side.
Yeah.
It's the roach, but it turns to the camera and says, but I'm also gay."
I'm a
And then it goes back
gay
to
roach.
I'm a gay roach.
That is so crazy.
Well, we're jizzing in.
Oh yeah, the fucking One Direction guy died.
Oh yeah,
Liam Payne.
I didn't know that.
I don't know who that is.
I didn't know when I saw Liam something die, and I was like, "Is that Neeson's son?" That doesn't make any sense, but you know,
His name's Liam, so his dad must be Liam also.
Yeah, it tracks, right?
Yeah.
And also, who was the other the handsome Liam?
Hemsworth,
Yeah, that one.
The Witcher.
Fuck that those jeans, man. There were some good ass jeans.
They're just good looking guys, man.
There's some good looking guys, and I'm like,
guys, man. Usually Aussie men aren't really attractive. Aussie women are like hyper attractive, but like they got lucky, man.
they got the
jackpot.
right shit.
Well, I mean,
Jackpot.
we know about them, so
That's true. There are a few, like there's this band from Aussie called Parkway Drive, and they have a couple.
Oh,
of,
I know Parkway
They have
Drive
a
is.
couple of model-looking guys in the band where I was like, one of them he stands out too much. Where I'm like, you don't look like you should be here at all. Like you look like you should be surfing and then fucking bitches.
Every Australian woman I know has been very attractive.
I had a fling with one, and she was always just like, "You know," and I was like, I can't anymore.
I couldn't procreate one of them, but like,
that's so crazy.
like, what do you mean? You don't like? Oh, you never met a woman you're like, oh, I would sleep with you, but I wouldn't have a kid with you.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely,
Of course.
yeah, exactly.
but
But
the
not
way,
over an accent.
over skin color, over accent, over political beliefs, all that shit matters.
well, I can beat her into submission about the political beliefs.
Nah, man,
I can force a woman to change.
That's so crazy.
I have nightmares about having half
consider
white
doing-
children.
That
And knowing Lily,
You're gonna have one.
They might get.
You're gonna have
all
one,
They
and I'm
might
gonna
be her color, and I'll be so upset.
I
Well,
hope
dude,
they
I'm
get-
gonna send them clips of you saying this.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I hope they get.
They're gonna know. They're gonna know
all of
already.
all of the European DNA in her. I hope it dominates your guys' kid.
I'd be so.
I'd be so excited.
They're like blonde, blue-eyed Spanish people.
I'm like, how?
I'd be
Dude,
like,
if
you'd be
I-
like Super Bowl, I'd be like,
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. If you guys have a kid and then I see photos of that baby and it's light skin, I'm gonna be smiling. I'm gonna throw a party. I think because
should
I
be.
know it'll bother you.
It'll bother me.
it's a
not
white,
much.
like in the banner, like it's,
It wouldn't bother me, but like there'd be a little like, well, there goes blackness in my family.
there goes.
That's just gone now because that's what happens.
Or you slaughter them and you try again.
Oh no, less struggle for my kids. Oh no, what's the problem?
I don't know, man. It's just gonna be gone. That's it. Blackness disappears in 2 generations, easy, man. It's like not something I'm really scared about. Like whatever, my child's my child. If I have a child, I have to love it no matter what because I'm fucking.
Then you gotta get a mistress, dude. That's all. That'll solve everything.
get a black mistress.
Yeah.
Ew.
Then what do you want?
Just
what do
this,
you?
this cloning and perfect the new one, then take over its
Yo.
body.
What's that shit called? CRISPR or something?
Yeah, that's just gonna mean that shit's fucking.
That's the DNA customization.
Yeah, I think
right?
you just like start coming on this machine and like.
The
Would you
CRISPR
do that?
shit's
Would you do that? Would you do a CRISPR thing if you could?
Only if they let me
Probably.
bust on the machine. If
Probably,
that works
I'll
that
do
way. Is
CRISPR.
that what you do? Like you just
Probably.
you just bust on the machine and then
I think
like,
I would.
I think there's a.
I would do it for like very specific things. I'd be like, oh, is there a way to
There's
like?
a line.
Is there a way to like to make sure he's like resistant to like I don't know cancer or something or like diabetes
yeah.
or
Or like
things
the
that.
shit that like fucking whatever mental problems I fucking have or like shit like that.
I want him to have mental problems.
No, I don't. If I
Can you have everything, please?
the shit that I went through, no one should go through.
It's like
that,
at a McDonald's. Like,
Yeah.
can I get?
I want him to be.
Can I get a number
autistic,
8?
But a high functioning, really good at drawing, black.
They're like, oh, you Ultra Nightmare, okay.
It's all like fine and. Well, you chose the hardest difficulty, sir. Here
All
you
right,
go.
good luck.
Good luck in a game low. It's like when you make a Pokemon game and then like the door opens and a light shine and now you spawn into the world and it's like, oh, I'm already getting shot at. That's crazy.
it's like the cops being aggroed, like they're just sitting in their car and then immediately like,
What would you do if you had a kid and it came out black and it was with a fucking white woman, one of your Aryan queens?
Well, I mean, she
I think
cheated.
logically,
Yeah, she cheated on me.
you'd be like, oh,
no, then you. But it has your nose. It has your nose. It has your skittish nature.
what is
But
that?
Then she cheated with somebody surprisingly similar to me. Like I don't.
she has a type.
She stole your DNA and then she did one of those surrogate things and mixed it all together with other stuff. I don't know.
I don't
She
like that.
somehow fused your sperms.
She fucking pumped multiple dudes. Like she fucking
No, yeah.
She got a turkey base. She put it in the pee hole, and
I'm definitely not raising a kid that's obviously not mine.
I would not in that way.
Not in that way.
Not in that way.
Like,
Even-
like
maybe
adoption.
even not-
Adoption.
Oh, adoption.
Adoption's
That's
different,
fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
But like in that situation, you're not,
in that
you're not
situation,
getting
no
me.
fucking
No,
way.
fuck
No
off.
way.
What
That's
do you do?
crazy.
If
I'm
it's already
deadbeat
been-
100.
What if you do if it's already like you've been raising it for years at that moment?
I feel so upset, but obviously you're not going to abandon the kid now.
I'm not.
It's not his fault, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'd be so fucking mad, though.
I'd be really upset, but I'd be like, it's no point in being upset.
I'd be like,
you know?
son, now there's proof that your mom's a bitch. So you always defended her. You always say like, why do you say all these bad things about mom? And I'm like, now you know.
Imagine being right. Imagine being like a dickhead husband, but then ended up being right.
Now you know. That's why. That's why
I've
she's
seen
a
that happen a
bitch.
couple times.
I know it more than
pretty
it should
wild.
be.
That's why I slap her in front of you.
That's why I open hand slap that bitch in front of you. Then I tell you to slap her too.
I'm not gonna slap mommy. You
Slap
do it.
her
You
right
do it, or
now.
you're not getting fucking dessert.
Sorry,
Slaps her.
mom.
Somebody wanted to
Sorry.
write.
Heavy handed.
Eve as hard as he can.
Somebody wanted to write in to educate us about something that we talked
Oh,
about.
that we fucked up or something.
Let's hear
Well,
it.
we were just ill-informed.
Oh, I bet it is it Big Bang Theory? Because I've been waiting for
Oh
that.
no, no, not yet somehow.
Oh, okay.
But so Anthony Angela Beneviento
All right.
wrote in, says explanation for the fetus Voldemort scene.
Oh,
Well, you called it. You literally called it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, pal.
yeah.
Harry Potter had a piece of Voldemort's soul embedded into his own.
Yeah,
And
that's how he has the
Embedded into his balls.
What are they called? What are they called again? The
Patronus.
I don't know.
no, not Patronus. They're like
I don't know.
You know, let's just have simulacrums. That thing, like if you put their souls in it, so whenever they die physically, they appear somewhere else.
Sure.
As long as that thing exists. He had those. The Horcruxes. There you go.
Okay.
The Horcruxes. They're pretty much portions of his soul.
So why did he have a portion of his soul?
In several things, so he can't just die straight out. You know.
Oh, so
As long as a portion of his soul exists, he can somehow.
so he put it in Harry?
Yeah, one in Harry. That's why he has the lightning bolt on his forehead thing.
That's
Gay.
what that thing is?
Yeah, it's literally that gay.
I thought he was born with that shit.
Yeah, no, he gone to the battle with him, and for some reason it couldn't defeat him as a baby. Because remember, he went and he killed the mom and dad. Remember? Do you remember?
No,
that
I
part,
don't
right?
know Harry
You don't
Potter.
remember? So
no.
Voldemort kills Harry's mom and dad,
Uh-huh.
and then what happens? He gets into like a battle of wits with a baby,
With
and
the
the nigga
infant?
loses, and the nigga loses, and he's like, "I'm gonna imprint pieces of my brain in this motherfucker."
What are you fucking talking about now?
Yeah, that's
That's the lore?
That's
Yeah.
what happens, actually, though. For real.
well, he tries to kill him, but then like it's
The power of love.
He's back. It backfires or something. Like he's protected. That's what the scar is. Like that's the damage that he did.
I am so
And
checked out.
he's
Holy-
the boy who lived. or
that
whatever.
scar is from the battle? So like a Zeus throwing a lightning bolt and it hit his fucking
It's not
forehead?
exactly a battle. It's more like
he couldn't kill him, so he was like, instead of being, I have my Horcruxes. Instead of I can't kill you for some reason, so I'm gonna jump aboard you.
So he's like, oh, you're going to kill me one day probably, so I'm going to like be in here for that day when you kill me?
I guess.
or something?
I guess I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, yeah.
Okay. Is there any more?
It says, yeah, I read one sentence and he jumped into a fucking explanation. You see it too. You see how big the fucking text is. Harry Potter had a piece of Voldemort's soul embedded into his own to kill Voldemort. Harry had to die himself. So he sacrificed himself. He went into limbo between the afterlife and the physical world, where Dumbledore greeted him and showed him the personified piece of Voldemort's soul that died when Harry did. That's basically it.
So that's the
So that's like
so shouldn't it be
physical
a piece of a fetus? Wouldn't that be the personified?
I don't know, man.
Well,
version of it?
that's the part of him that was in it, I guess. That's how much of his soul was in it. That little emaciated shit.
So like a significant portion,
I
kind
guess.
of. Why is Dumbledore in purgatory?
Because he died.
He died.
No,
he
but
was
wouldn't he- why would he be in purgatory?
He just came
'Cause
back
he was
to
gay.
show Harry. Oh shit, he is gay. I forgot.
He's not going to heaven.
I gotta
You know?
tell
You
you,
can't go to wizard heaven as a fruit.
And he's too powerful to go. And he's too powerful to go to hell. So like, we got to throw you in
do
purgatory.
you guys know why Voldemort killed Harry's parents?
Yeah.
Well, Harry's dad was a huge cunt to him growing up.
Like, so he
Harry
was,
Potter's dad is an asshole.
so Harry Potter's dad was the real villain?
Yes,
Kind of.
actually.
Yeah. Actually, everybody,
Like straight up, Harry Potter's dad's a fucking cunt.
yeah, he's a dickhead. Yeah.
What is happening?
Harry Potter's dad was
I
a
still don't
cunt.
know anything about this universe. I'm like,
Snape was Harry's mom's best friend. And he was in love with Harry's
Oh, and they were
mom.
fucking.
No, they weren't fucking. He was in love with her. But what happened is that Harry's dad was like the preppy boy, came from the Potter family. Like he was like that boy pretty much. And he was a huge cunt to Snape.
He was a huge cunt to Snape.
And Voldemort.
Voldemort was already...
He wasn't always evil.
So he became evil from being bullied?
He just kind of realized that like these niggas have magic and they're kind of being like pussy about it. Like I could do some real shit with this. And it's like, yeah, but you're killing people. But he was like, nah.
And then what? So Harry's dad was like, I'm going to stop you. And then he killed the
if
parents?
I'm not mistaken, he was kind of a huge cunt to him throughout life. And he came back. And
So he
was
specifically just came to like spiteful, like, I'm
like,
going to
he got his lick back
It was
on him.
complete spiteful, and that's why Snape's
Okay.
a dick to Harry, kind of, because he's like,
But he's also protecting when he's like, I want the fucking mom really
yeah,
bad.
because like, I should be your real dad.
look,
piece of
honestly,
shit.
it's.
The universe is
I don't
fine
hate
for
it really. Like I think it's pretty decent, but like it's too.
Well, the only...
It's only meant to be so deep, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
can't extrapolate. It's meant to be like a very self-contained thing.
Yeah.
It's fine as it is.
The,
I like those games a lot.
the
Doesn't need to be more than it is.
Harry Potter having like unblockable damage is the one thing that's the only thing that threw me off.
The power of love protected him. The love of his mom and shit like that. And it's like, that's...
So she had like a spell that would like that was like a love like that gave him unkillable.
It's probably
something like that.
or maybe just nobody else in that universe loves anyone.
That would make sense. But the way the parents treat that
They're just
universe...
procreating like animals. There's no fucking
I just
love.
need more kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, his surrogate family did shove him under a staircase.
That's his literal sister, mom's sister, which is crazy.
That's so yeah, that's crazy. Imagine imagine.
That tracks for British people.
I guess so. Yeah, there's no love in those families.
It's like Lily's cousin dies, and like I have to take care of like the two kids that she has, and I'm like, oh, you guys go under the bed. You guys sleep under the bed.
Yeah, you sleep. Yeah, no,
Dude, I held a baby for a few days ago, and I'm still thinking about holding that baby, man.
Why?
Because I think I kind of want a kid, but also makes me
CP3.
sick. Ew, fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck you, dude.
you say you're still thinking about that baby. You're like, hey,
Yeah,
man.
man. I don't want a kid, but I do at the same time. I'm in a really weird independent place.
I don't want one until this podcast makes significantly more money.
I don't want one until
Like if this like to me, I'm like,
I
okay. The
also
other
don't wanna
questions
raise
aren't
it.
loading, so I guess we're done.
I don't want to raise it. That's the thing. That's where I'm at. I don't really want to raise a kid.
I just don't want to like right now with what I'm trying to do with like the podcast and me trying to work on music and stuff, balancing wife stuff and keeping the house clean and all that shit. I can't imagine having a kid right now.
I just want to keep having fun with my life, and I don't think a kid's gonna facilitate me really enjoying my life.
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm being very honest, and I know that sounds selfish
Yeah.
to some people, but also like suck
I don't
my
think
dick.
that's selfish.
It's not
How the fuck is that selfish?
It's specifically selfless.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people who just do it and they're just like, oh no, fucking this will make me feel better, I think.
Yeah.
And they're not prepared to actually guide a person. They're not educated enough to do it. They're not like willing to do it. They're not
Facts.
motivated
A lot
enough
of-
to do it.
Facts.
And then they end up fucking ruining their kids' lives.
A lot
So,
of
like,
people
it's
don't
better to be more
understand that.
cautious, I think.
Say it from the top, man. That's what I'm
I've
talking
been
about.
close hand to people that have lived life in a suffering mentality where they were not brought into the world where their parents even really wanted them.
Yeah.
And they suffered. And I think that is the most cardinal sin ever.
Yeah.
Like if there is a sin other than like obviously raping somebody,
The fuck do the Cardinals have to do with this?
shut up. But but like I think it's that. I think it's bringing a child into the world when you are not ready to have one. I know you're never really ready to have one, but you can actually have the mindset.
It's not even just
of
like
being
it's not
prepared
ready.
to have it.
It's like it's just like reasonably prepared. Like no
There's
one's
preparation,
emotionally
yeah.
ready until it happens. I
Yeah.
think, but like you can at least set yourself up for like a reasonable, like a rational, foundation.
and
you know what I
and
mean?
there's a mental
But people don't do
level.
that. It's crazy.
There's
They
a mental
don't.
have
They
to overcome.
They completely cancel. They like an animal. They just ignore logic.
Right.
And they're just doing it for the sake of that overcoming feeling that I need to procreate.
Yeah.
And it is the stupidest fucking
Or
bullshit
for
ever.
people, they just do it because it's a trend. Like, oh my god, I'm at the age of have a kid. It's like, well, no, you should be ready.
Feeling
to
the
have a-
pressure to like, oh, I should have a kid now. I'm like, why? Like I follow a lot of comedians and a lot of them are, they made it in their 40s. They finally made it and like they have money and now they're having kids. Like fucking Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Like fucking Tom Segura. They had kids in their 40s because they're like, I'm on the road, barely can take care of myself. Why the fuck would I have kids right now?
Yeah.
And I feel the similar way with like the podcast. I'm like, okay, we're making a little more money now, but not into a place where I'd want to add a whole ass fucking kid and a significant amount of my income is going to be dedicated to fucking diapers and
Or
shit.
not even. I just want to enjoy myself. Like I just got to the point in my 30s where I can really enjoy my life. You know, like
I want to sleep.
I want to do that.
I want to fucking sleep.
And I feel like
I think you can enjoy it. I mean, the first like year or two is annoying.
I don't.
But like I think after the first, like once the kid starts walking, I think it starts to be fun.
I think as a person, I am.
As like an uncle, I know
I would
that.
love to skip
You know what I
all
mean?
of that shit.
I'm such.
I would love to skip that part.
I would just like to
Yeah.
have like an 11-year-old. Like,
It's
all right,
important.
cool.
It's
You're a
unfortunately
person.
very important, that part. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
I've grown up with my family. Like I've been around. I've had to, because that's just what you do, right? The whole it takes a village thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they even pawn it off to us. I'm a kid taking care of a younger kid, and so I have experience with all that shit. And man, I mean, yeah, if I didn't, if kids were like cats, or they just know how to shit in a fucking litter box, take care of a lot of stuff for me. Because
Yeah.
the idea of kids just shitting all over the place with their fucking diapers and having like
shitting up their back into
like,
their own hair.
that stuff, and you're like, I have to deal. And the amount of people that just only figured out how to use masks now, where I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
What do you mean?
There's in America, people use surgical masks, how they dampen smell.
Oh,
because
yeah.
obviously there's people that just like it just eureka to them, like, oh, I could do this, and I'm like, yes. Or you can put put your shirt over your face. I'm just saying.
I guess in retrospect though, like
There's a lot-
to be fair, before the pandemic, I really rarely came across a mask. You know what I mean? They weren't really like a common.
Well, that's what I'm. That's
item.
exactly my point. Is what I'm trying to say. If I
Yeah,
wasn't being clear, that people finally got the idea that they can use this thing for multiple things when they should have been doing this the entire time.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
damn, guys, like you can help yourself, even just help your own self out by there's a horrible smell or something, and then you can, people naturally will use their shirt cover their mouths or whatever. I'm like, you can use a mask. It actually helps. It significantly dampens the smell coming in your direction.
Yeah, I think
I just don't want a fucking kid, man. I want to be able to play my card games, my video games.
I feel
and
that.
not have to worry about taking care of a child.
Or it
but wouldn't it be cool?
or it getting
but,
hurt.
But wouldn't it be
That scares
cool
me.
Teach them
to
about those things?
right?
No, that's absolutely true, right?
That's the
But-
most rewarding thing to me about like just being an uncle,
Oh,
and
I
just
think-
like being able to like show.
Oh, yeah, but I've been-
like,
Program them.
Yeah, just be like.
But I've been an uncle since I was 6 years old, dude.
But not like
The thing is that
Right,
like,
but it's
I've
different
been,
because it's
well,
you.
Well, I know, but I've been around kids my whole life, and I understand. And this is probably like a personal thing. I had my grandfather who was a great image, but I know all the stuff that like I wish I had growing up. And the thing is that like you're a dick, but like at the same time, it's like I just don't really want a kid right now. Like I don't think
That's
my
fine.
heart. I
yeah,
want a
I
kid.
mean, and you're still young, so
But
it's
my
great.
dude, my Lily wants a kid so bad, and I'm like, Lillian, I don't think you understand.
I would say you have about 5 years.
But to like go,
yeah, before like there has to be a decision made.
Before like 5 years, like after 5 years, like you could do it in your 40s or whatever, but like I think the ideal age to be is probably like 35 and before. Like if you're gonna have a kid.
I would say parameters. Set your parameters, because to me it's just being. First of all, you would like to be well off if it's possible. If you can't, if it never comes, then that doesn't matter. That's not even the equation. But like also
There's like health
mentally
parameters, too.
and physically
Yeah,
mentally and physically healthy too.
Yeah,
to
that's what I
also
think.
for your fucking kid, because in a shitty state mentally and physically, that kid's fucked. Like
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
You're not giving the kid the tools to survive. You
Yeah,
know?
it's-
and that's the thing that I feel like I've been so close to seeing that so many times.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so violently against. Like
Yeah, so
I'm not
just-
having a kid because I'm a mostly advocate. I'm having a kid because I'm great advocate.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Tell Lily, like, hey, we have parameters set. Like there's the stipulations. We have kids once we reach these specific thresholds.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also fucking oh my god, dude, being around my nephew was the fucking dopest thing ever. Holding that little piece of shit and it's scratching its own face and being like, "Damn, you're so stupid. Stop scratching your face." But also, you're mad adorable. One just
This one quick
It's so crazy.
pop.
well,
Yeah.
try again. You know,
Try
9
again.
months. Not
Backboard. Dude.
9 months goes by quick.
There's a
you know?
lot. Like, I
that's what
think-
you tell. That's what you tell your sister or
My
whatever.
cousin.
Or your cousin. You tell
Yeah.
you call them, hey, it's just 9 months.
Yeah.
And then you throw it in the trash.
I think you also have to just be
That wouldn't be me. Like that. Like, I'd have to be like, oh, that's a skinwalker.
Holding it by the leg. Yeah, not 9
Yeah.
months.
They'll be like, eat that. Fucking Kronos.
Like it's a fucking, like it's a grape.
Dude, the person matters too. That's another thing too. Where it's just
God.
like, fuck, dude.
Oh,
like,
God.
like a great.
That is
deal.
the most. That's the biggest
It's the
thing
most
ever.
important. So like for like I remember having like when we first moved here, I remember I had a pregnancy scare. Like with the and I won't bring it up, but like
And you had a bazooka in your mouth. You're like,
well no, I actually I remember specifically feeling like I remember feeling this in this moment where it's like, well, I guess that's where things are going.
Yeah, and that's
And I was ready to
horrible.
just do it, I guess.
And that's
And then it turned
horrible.
out that it you know, it wasn't true. So I was like, oh shit. But like, I knew in that moment that I was like, oh, you're just kind of ready when it happens. You know what I mean?
oh, I thought you were alluding to that because you're saying with the person. I thought you were saying that was like a person that you would have been like, oh fuck.
That would have been bad.
Oh,
it
with
wouldn't
that-
have been
okay.
ideal. Like, well, it would have not been ideal.
Yeah.
Not very clearly not a fantastic
I
match.
100%, well, twice I should say, but nothing. I'm good. But there was one girl specifically. Oh my god! If that, I probably would have. I think I would have had no choice. I think I would have ended up being a deadbeat dad. Like meaning that, like, say there is no way this relationship's working out,
Right.
and even like I don't know, just tolerate this girl. Like it was like it was like a fling. It was probably some fucking OK Cupid or some shit like that. But it was one of those things where this girl, she was just nuts, and I think she just so badly wanted a kid
Right.
that she was just like kind of trying to will it into existence. Because I saw her later on with later on she has a kid with this other guy. Not that long after we hooked up, So I'm like, oh, she was just really trying to get pregnant, and that's fucking crazy.
I had more pregnancy scares than I'm really happy to admit, and each and every one of them was probably gonna have been a disaster.
Yeah, I'll be
People
honest.
just-
If
we were young, we
Yeah.
were too young, we were not ready for stuff like that, and
Yeah.
whoever
I-
is, I have
You're not
friends-
really ready. But that's kind of thing. It's like I thought I wasn't ready, and then in that moment I was like, all right, well, this is not ideal, but like I think I remember feeling like I think I could probably figure
you
this
have.
out.
I mean, you have no choice, really.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
Yeah, but I wasn't
well, you-
nervous about it. I wasn't like anguished about it. I was just I guess
think-
this is what it is.
I think that's just you
interesting.
accepting the fate of what's happening, but
Yeah.
I don't. Look, you're like one of my closest friends, Chris. You were absolutely not ready to have a kid at that stage in your life. No way in hell. Even like us now, like we're
no,
just,
we lived together. First off, like we shared it. Like there was no shot that would have been good.
Oh no. Aside from that, but like this. You were how old? You were like what?
What would your life even?
I was like
be
23
at best.
I was like 23.
I just wonder what the fuck. Like, so 10 years later, say, let's just say you're 24. Oh wait, I'm not. So what am I saying?
24.
Let's just say, all these years later, you're 30 right now, right?
Yeah.
So like 6 years later, what the fuck do you think your life would be like if you had a kid? Because obviously you wouldn't have had all the, you would have moved, you would have had your own place.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would Sacred Symbols, would Snark Tank exist? Would you be straight still or gay? Would you finally turn over and be like, I'm done with this,
Would you
I'm
finally
gay?
Admit you're gay. Like
You're like, you know what? I'm done with women now.
I don't know. There is an argument. I think there's an argument to be made that I've had experiences later on in life that I felt like broke me down a lot more than I was at that point. So I think I actually would have been a little bit more confident and been like probably okay. I think a couple years ago would have been terrible, or like now I think would be fine. But like there's like a period in time where it's just like that's not an ideal time for this to happen.
right.
And then I think it was after
Keep that energy. Just start blasting fucking, just blasting women.
No, it's okay. I'm not saying I want a kid.
Just fucking rope like crazy.
It's so unattractive to me right now, dude. I don't know. I don't want to take. I wouldn't mind being a really present uncle.
Look,
I'm fine with that.
you know all I
'Cause
want to do?
I can give it back.
I can't be president. It's too
Yeah.
separated.
Present uncle. I don't mind that.
Dude, this is all I would want.
I'll watch my
idealistically, like we get to a point where we actually we do the manager thing. We hire the editor. The sponsorship comes in. Like, say if it was like a proper thing, and then it's like, oh, I have so much more time freed up now.
Right.
Then I can like start planning like okay, I know JoJo every once in a while has that like she works in the kids section a lot of times, and then so she'll have like that thing, and I'm like, yeah, I feel you, but also I think about me sitting at like 11 p.m. and I'm on my computer like editing or mixing, and I'm so fucking tired. And I'm like,
That
man,
little
now
shit
imagine.
baby starts crying.
Yeah, now imagine that. And I'll have to like fucking. And I work from home, so I'm going to be the one taking care of the kid mostly.
Same, yeah.
So I was just like, oh. I was like, oh. You know?
Well, the thing for me is like I feel like I barely sleep anyway. So what's the fucking?
But then you're gonna sleep even.
It's gonna be different because when you want to sleep, the baby's gonna cry.
It feels your energy.
Whatever.
You finally get in that euphoric state where
You
you're
comfortable,
like,
nigga? Fuck that.
nigga.
Honestly, that stuff doesn't scare me as much as just like I don't know.
Killing it.
You hear. Well, that freaks me out too. Like just the fact that they could just suddenly fucking
accidentally,
perish.
yeah.
They're so fucking
There's
frail.
a guy that's I think he got executed not that long ago for the shaken baby syndrome, but he was like, no, nigga, I didn't do anything. People are theorizing that this medicine that he gave the kid gave it some fucked up thing and actually caused it to die, but they said shaken, and it's junk science now, and I think they just killed him recently.
Holding my nephew, right? Just holding him, right? Because they breathe correctly. They breathe.
Looking at him
Yeah, they're stupid. They breathe all fucking wrong.
You're like, oh, weird. Like, what is this? And you
just grab him by his cheek like this.
There's two cheeks holding up a baby.
Ooh, weird. God, your neck is so soft. What the? Why is it?
Your kneecaps aren't even here yet.
Fast.
Yeah, I don't know.
But even holding
that stuff
him,
doesn't.
right? They're scary, but they're also really cute.
Scares me a little
That
bit.
stuff doesn't freak me out. That scares me, and just like people don't stay the same. You know what I mean? So like if you're gonna embark on a journey like that with a person, and it's like, oh, this is the partner that you're choosing, and then you're gonna go through this insane evolution because like having a kid's gonna change you in some way.
Has to,
you know,
yeah.
it has to.
Yeah, there's a reason why parents are actually stupider. They're, like something has to happen to them. Why they become like actually dumb.
I don't want fucking Mexicans in this country corrupted by boy giving him fucking taquitos and shit.
Can you imagine?
The fuck?
You just become seethingly racist.
I can't. I already feel it. I'm excited.
Like I don't know, man. I want to be the best I can for my child. You know, I want to be like the way I love my grandma.
Impossible.
I want my kid to love me more.
You're never gonna get that.
And the thing is, that I don't think someone can love their. Yeah, I can't. It was impossible. Yeah, like I don't know how to do that. So what happens is that like I'm not ready until I can like give all of myself to raising this child as well as I can.
Just do a practice run. So you adopt a kid, you try to test
even
it
more
out.
so. Like
you test it out, and you're like, I think I got this, and then you just throw it away.
That bothers me so much. She doesn't really want to adopt, and I'm like, why don't you want to adopt?
Why?
Dude? Because he's like, I want to have one of my own. She does not know adopted people. That is the thing. I think when you know people that are adopted, your position of adoption is completely different from what it is.
Yeah.
If you don't.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
what happened is that I know people that are adopted that went to families, that their families loved them, adored them. They obviously eventually had questions about their parents, and they went and found them when they had the questions.
Yeah.
But most
Yeah.
adopted kids I know, the system for adoption is fucked.
Of course
that
it is.
whole child health system is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But like a lot of kids
I
I
don't
know
sure
that
you to
were,
get your niggas though, like because that is the easiest kids to adopt.
are black children,
Yeah.
young black
So
children. And Hispanic children, literally, it's like those two.
you can get
but
it.
it's
So
like
you want a black or you want a white or Asian? Good luck, man.
I wouldn't want them.
I actually no.
wouldn't.
If I were to adopt, it would be fucking
like phenotypically similar.
It'd be some nigga
it's like
from
a life.
It'd be someone from fucking Cameroon.
Yeah, someone that really needs to be adopted.
And they're gonna be like, I'm gonna groom them to be this fucking
Amazing fucking fighter.
They're gonna be so amazing, and I'll be like, good, like kill everyone.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Shout out people that adopt though. You guys are really
Yeah,
if you take care of the kid, if you don't take care of the kid and you adopt, you should be actually shot in the back of the head while you're sleeping.
Yeah, shout out to all you guys who are, even though you're adopted, and that's kind of cringe. Shout out to all you guys.
I'm technically adopted. Don't say that.
Kind of cringe.
What?
I'm technically adopted.
You're not adopted. You're raised by
You're
your
not
family.
adopted.
My grandmother is my adopted parent. She became my proper legal
Kingston,
guardian.
She's your grandma.
Right,
Shut
yes,
up.
but she's my like my.
All right, guys, I'm black.
Socially, we do not use it that way.
I know,
sir.
I know,
Guys,
guys. That's
I'm-
why I said technically.
Guys,
That's
I'm
why
black
t-
now.
Technically,
I'm black
why
now.
are you black?
Because that's just as much of a stretch as what you're saying.
It's really not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
He is an honorary
You're not
black
adopted
man.
just because your other family raises you.
Well, no, she went through the adoption process, literally.
But that's not
that is
adoption.
Like it's not the same as an adoption for like
It
someone from a
it
foreign
is such
family.
a technicality
But
that
it is.
you'd
So the
want to
adoption
beat
process.
somebody up over.
It's stupid. It's a stupid argument, but it's like technically, yeah.
It's what
I guess.
It's like when I can't even think of something. I know there's things that's like calling something incorrect. You know, like, and you want to just beat somebody. Well, technically, you just want to like.
Yeah.
It's like that white person who's like, yeah, I'm 1/18 Native American, and it's like, shut up.
You just push your thumbs in their eyes.
You don't go around telling people you're adopted, do you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, that's
No, it's not. My grandma raised me. That's it.
I think I would literally hire day laborers to beat you up.
What the fuck?
I would get the Pinkertons on your ass.
The Pinkertons. How much does it
I would
cost?
call Wizards of the Coast and be like, hey guys, can you hook me up with your Pinkerton
Yeah,
friend?
how much is a Pinkerton?
I actually want to know.
Let's look it up. Let's figure it out. I want to
I'm
send
gonna get in
a.
trouble if you look that up, but whatever.
I just kind of want to send a Pinkerton after someone.
My friend Kingston wants to know how much a Pinkerton is to get someone else in trouble.
I'm just curious. It's a reasonable
We
curiosity. I think.
are Pinkerton. Let's see.
We are Pinkerton.
Pinkerton.
Learn more. I want prices, pussy. Let's go. About us, industries, services,
Services.
on-site protection, blah blah blah. It's probably gonna be one of those things. Man, it's probably gonna be one of those things when you have to
gotta get
make
like a quote or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that because like I wanted to do some like medical shit, and then they just don't tell you like what the thing is.
It's
They're like-
annoying,
It's like
yeah.
entrapment
They don't
almost.
give you a range.
Anyway,
right?
you want to
yeah.
read?
Want me to read them?
Yeah.
They'll steal your fucking credit card as soon as you show up.
Here we go. It's a me.
It's a Kingston. He's going to read our $25 and up patrons' names now. You can join over at patreon.com/snarktank. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. Yeah, a lot of these names are
Fucking horrible. Give me a countdown.
10.
Of you guys.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, Comedy Shorts rapist as Shaggy and his little companion Roofy Doo.
Let's go.
Hung jury, you gotta worry about the hung judge.
That's so crazy. The shit that we come up with.
Just played the hammer game with my grandma. I don't think she's breathing. Jumped in front of the anime truck and got jumped in front of an anime truck to go to the anime world. Taking with 53 petabytes of AI generated hentai as real blackmail. Oh my god. Derek, watch Your Bizarre Adventure. Every season is peak fiction and gay, just like you all.
Yeah.
I'm not gay, stop that. Crystal Fox, massive, veiny,
I wanna be
throbbing
gay.
girl cock. Sleazy merchant. I squirt on myself today to see if I could squeal. If I still squeal, giving a homeless man $5 to yodel at people while running at them.
Today.
Straight Queens headlines be like Freddie Mercury returns for the 50th. Oh my god, for his 54th anniversary concert. Stop, that's not funny. Sweeney is description as Ozaru form. Race War episode for a new slope. Cum nuggets. Suck my dick. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and I gotta suck my dick. I'm needing that Eldrick Ditch. Call me HB Love Shaft. Your Honor, I taught that dog to bark yes in Morse code, so technically it was consensual. I might sound crazy, but I ain't no lie. I like guys.
Guys,
I might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. I like guys. Funny name, haha. Who'd you call? I'm the type of tired sleep you can't fix. Vaughn of the Dead. That artillery has me acting like the Deep. After the recent Superman BS, Sweeney is no longer right on most topics. I wasn't wrong.
We had actually, there was actually an interesting because we had a similar discussion, but on kind of on opposite ends almost because I was talking about this shit's stupid, but we just acknowledge that it's stupid, but it's fine for its universe. And then it was kind of like you were saying that about Joker in when we're talking about the movies, and you were saying like this shit's stupid, and I was like, when I heard it, I was like, well, that was my argument that You were just acknowledging that it was stupid as shit, but
stupid,
it works though. It's fine.
Yeah, I think it's obviously it's convenient. You know, obviously Superman being the first superhero to come around and his dad having a heart attack conveniently at a time where he didn't know anybody. That's convenience, obviously, for the narrative, and it is what it is. You know, Spider-Man getting bit by a radioactive spider and not getting wild spider cancer and dying 15 seconds later is convenient.
I don't make it bad. We're just bantering, just acknowledging that shit's.
You gotta attach things to what they are. Some things, a lot of things. We live in a world, with society where everyone needs to overanalyze things.
And
it's becoming but the things that need to be overanalyzed, people don't overanalyze, which is insane.
I feel like it's intentional, man. Like I feel like the people that are the quote unquote powers that be are funding people to make things so like just don't talk about real shit. Like don't like because there's a lot of real content out there, but it ain't making it to the top of the algorithms. I feel like there's a world we can live in that like real shit could be the most popular.
I think the problem is that what happens is you have to appease quotas and advertisers. Like I think conversations about like race, sex, gender, sexuality, all those things are conversations that really need to be had by people on very grand stages, by people that really understand them and people that are confused by them. And I think that needs to happen, but they'll never happen because of the fact that that is not what advertisers or the people that are shilling out things want. We can't be educated. If we're educated, things are going to change.
I have the one thing that I think, you know, this is true to a certain extent. Actually, largely, I felt like people. Homer Simpson is trying to be an inventor. And then he has a makeup shotgun. And like Marge is like, hey, Homer, women don't want to be shot in the face. And he says, women will like what I tell them to like. And basically what it's like a marketing tool where it's like, these people will like what I tell them to like. And I feel like there's so many people that it's like Jordan Peterson becoming a rock star essentially. Where like, that's not what society is supposed to find so interesting and fascinating. But then there was this aura around him, or that it was like fake. Like he became. I feel
he's like this guy that's it's like no, he's not. He's a fucking frail Kermit the Frog sounding Canadian ass nigga.
It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson making like astronomy cool. Right, like it's something that will always seem kind of like nerdy, I guess, but it needs a push. And it could be realized that interesting shit can float to the top, but
I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a really I extensively looking into him. He's actually a super cool individual. The thing he got famous off of for being cool is like 20 years ago. Like that guy's a fucking nerd.
I like him. I like him. He's dope. I like him a lot. I used to listen to Star Talk all the time, but I can't fuck it because he always feels like he needs a comedian as a co-host, and I can't put up with it anymore.
He does the thing that people give him shit for a lot is like he recycles tweets a lot, but like who fucking cares?
I love when people started putting it together. That was funny, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, who cares?
I think he still tells informative stuff. He's also black and Puerto Rican, and I'm automatically on his team. I'm sorry.
He was a nerd that wrestled, and he could probably
fuck niggas up.
He's still a big guy. He can probably fuck a lot of people up.
I mean, they won't take it there. You getting beat up by Neil deGrasse Tyson is fucking demoralizing.
I want to bully him just to see him fuck me up. You know,
just to get beat up by him and be like, dang, that was crazy.
Dude, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
you're so cool.
Put me in a fucking full Nelson. He
didn't stop. He didn't stop either, dude. I turned off for like an hour and a half. He was still joking me.
He broke both of my arms.
Round Eye Asian. Today I learned that I could have met Keith David at Comic-Con near me in March earlier this year. Yeah, he was apparently at something near us early this year too, and I didn't get a chance to meet him. And I absolutely could have, because one of my friends knows him and she was there, and it could have happened, but I chose not to go because I'm stupid.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that. Well, I wouldn't have made it. I was in Vegas, but whatever.
Yeah, it was earlier this year. We could have met him. like straight up. That's I'm like, this is.
There will be.
I don't
chance.
Want to.
You have to though.
I don't want to. It's too scary.
You kind of have to though.
It's like that scene. It's like that scene in Community where Troy meets LeVar Burton for the first time, and he's like, he freezes up. I feel like that would be me.
No, if I don't meet him, it's going to be too sad because I have an option that a lot of people don't get a chance to have, being so.
You have to do it.
Close. We have to not meet him and not have the chance to at least sit down and have not even like a con, like, oh, take a picture, like an actual small conversation with someone that's that important to like our lives is disrespectful.
Keith, you're so important to me. Can I fuck you, please?
You see, that's why you can't come with us when we do it. You'll be like, hey, can I fuck you? And they'll be like, why?
Meet me in the back.
Well, of course.
Well, of course.
I have a wife, but I'll make an exception this one time.
This one time, like, oh my god.
System of the Down is like the best, the best for gay parodies. Yes, absolutely. KSI in the thick of it, on the tip of it. People have been making fun of him a lot. Beating the domestic violence allegations. Like
I tried to draw Mr. Beast's smile.
Blair White canonically bang Alex Jones. Hannibal Lecter politely asking to suck your dick.
That's exactly what he would do too. He would politely ask us like,
"May I fillet you, please?" Listen, having Gary from the server drawn and quartered, stitched back together incorrectly, and then drawn and quartered again. That's fucking mean.
Damn.
Gay Leno losing his license for reckless driving.
Who?
Death. Gay Leno.
Okay.
So dumb.
Jack, the world's fastest minority. Danny is fake. Danny is a fake Gremlin fan, and Sweeney gives us your PC specs. It's been months. Fuck you, nigga. I ain't telling you shit. Eat my dick. Derek married JoJo. What is he, a trans weeb? That's fucking crazy.
Oh, like wait, do you think like
Bizarre
JoJo's?
Adventure.
I'm fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Is that his full name?
Yeah.
Is that Mr. Bizarre Adventures?
Can we please get at everybody's loves? Oh, can you get everybody to say I love Raymond Extra Ammo?
Huh?
And everybody loves Raymond Extra Ammo.
What does that
everybody
mean? What would
loves
that even be?
Like a parody of it.
like
I'm guessing.
Like a
Are we
gay
supposed to-
version? Or like our own version of...
our own I don't know that show enough.
I know it kind
way more.
of.
I know way more than I should.
Yeah,
Big Meaty Stinks.
maybe you could guide it because
I know way more than I should.
I just know the voices.
I grew up on a lot of Italian, so
Like Raymond and his brother. Like, why do they both have fucked up voices? What are the odds of that?
Raymond. What are you doing, Raymond? Robert, what the fuck? Raymond.
Big Meaty Stinks. Raymond. My human taxidermy fleshlight and dildo business will pop off. Trust me. Andy, the man whose
me a
handies
coupon.
are A tier, but not as Dandy.
There's an incel episode everybody loves.
There is? Really? No, you're just saying that.
No, I think so.
Using my cock and balls as a bop.
There's an episode where Robert complains about not being able to find
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He complains about that.
And it's actually kind of sad.
Like more than once. he
Really?
It's pretty sad.
does. Yeah, it's
actually.
really sad.
Is
He's-
that
yeah, it's really sad.
I wonder what I can watch that on.
I don't know.
Probably UPN.
Yeah.
I forget where I even watched. It was on TV Land, right? Or something?
Coming
TBS?
this summer, Sween stars in Butt Pirates of the Caribbean. Whatever. Heath Smoker, Gids. I just wonder what Ganon is up to now. Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions are seizing the island of what is it?
I don't know. Cordell?
Korodai? I guess that's probably like an important place. Jack off the Ripper.
I love that.
It's the Joda, baby. Drake starting in started from the bottom. Now I'm queer. Restarting my 20-year playthrough. To transform into a submissive twink after meeting Carlac for the first time. Look, man.
Let's go.
Kevin Durant's feet. Get rich quick schemes. Get more wet bitches. This thick creams. Relinquish the contents of your pockets, bruv. Or thou shalt have to chef a man up.
I got hot shots and a pocket watch.
Mr. Pants, Chris getting knotted by a Fuda Sween while Derek Wagoons. I hate, man. I'm not homophobic, but also at the same time, it's like y'all niggas be saying shit that be pushing me to the darker side of my thoughts, man. They call me the cup. Cardboard pie. She spun my bum till I befutter. Castlemania. What the fuck? CJ is such a white-coded character for real. That white tank top and a massive Eastern Polish thing.
Say CJ's a white coated character?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is there a fucking video essay that nigga did that dude watch a video essay and got convinced of that?
Jolly old dipshit. You gotta get Yeah, can I get a blowy the Glocky way? Harris versus Clinton squared off. I'd really pay money to see the younger one.
You really want that?
It'd be fucking good content.
Just do The Secret. Will it into existence. You imagine it, and then it'll show up.
When it comes out, I'll be like, look what I did for everybody. Look what I did. This is me.
Oh my god! Oh man, we didn't even talk about at McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Trump went. He went to McDonald's.
Defeating a sandwich only makes it tastier.
Perfect. I'm gonna cut that as a segment.
N-I-G-N. Oh wait, N-I-G-O-N. 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 Nigo was his name. Oh,
I feel like you did one too many.
It's N-I-G-G-O, you fool.
N-I-G-G-O. Yes, you're right.
What was he saying?
N-I-G-G-O. N-I-G-G-O.
Wait, what were you saying before? What was he saying before?
N-I-G-O-N.
Yeah, N-I-G-O-N.
Negon?
That's better than Negon.
That's like a fucking Lord of the Rings name.
Negon, yeah.
Negon, come
I
here.
am Negon, Lord of Negas. What you call it? I need Sophia Falcone from The Penguin to call me slurs and spit in my mouth. Honestly, she's fucking hot as shit. So, Hunter the Boys, Five Nights at Freddy music follows P. Diddy.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Here comes the cummy gay.
Oh my god, is that Dick?
Cummy.
Whoa. Dick. On the road, the little Dick.
Piss boiling alchemist. Rise Against is the use for straight men. Smitchy the Kid. What type of native education for the state's jobs when Sweeney repeats said we really said the N-word? I almost typed nigga education. Oh my god. That is crazy. He was applying for a state job and almost typed a nigga education. But
you know what's gonna happen? He's not gonna get the job, but he would have if he did.
Yeah, I'm here to educate niggas exclusively. Poopy Pants Gaming, Swing Showers and Sneakers.
Mouse
hanging
Man.
out with a couple of gooners. I'm
Mouse
just
Man.
here so I don't get killed. British
Mouse
people come
Man.
and be like, what's all this then? That's so stupid. Big Dick Randy. I pulled out 20 years late in the sloppiest
Man.
way possible. Call me
Mouse
call that
Man.
bitch Afghanistan. Catwoman was
Alone
right.
in the world, little mouse man.
These big dick deviants are all getting caught in 2024. Trans femme Gemlin, Yush, IRA blew up Derek's car.
God damn.
From the makers of Sharknado comes the latest creature feature environmentalist disaster matchup. Beaver
Mouse
Avalanche.
Would you get sued? Like if
Yes.
you made
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
A suit of what?
Like if you made that a show?
Mouse Man?
Yeah.
Yes. If it looked like that, yes.
I don't think the audience saw. This is Mouse Man.
Pregnant Canadian.
on.
Sulking cantankerously towards the devilish.
We had the same theme song too. Mouse Man. Mouse Man. Alone in the world, little Mouse Man.
It's your boy Shawnee D.
Fucking
Cerberus
Nickelodeon
Agent
lawyers are just
1262.
dollar signs. Like, yeah, we'll buy it from
I like that.
We'll give you $4 billion
My
for it.
favorite thing about it is that like the name, like by itself, you would assume it's like a superhero.
Oh yeah, Mouse Man.
not that it's a fucking, not that it's cat dog.
Making a
That's
Swing Laugh compilation. Y'all need anything else while I watch every episode? Make a N-word compilation. Every time we've all said the word nigga.
Damn, that's a lot of work, but somebody's got.
That's a lot of. That's hours just for me.
Yeah.
Imagine if Michael Jackson was still alive and got weirder during the COVID celebs.
Oh, yeah.
Like most celebs, I wouldn't want to see that.
Infowars,
3XO
I
and
love
an
Infowars.
alcoholic anonymous for 6 years pretending he has been an alcoholic but never actually had an issue.
The Jews are building weather machines.
Oh man,
They're sending hurricanes at
the
Florida.
euphoric feeling of being on HRT for 7 months and having your
My
penis
Cybertruck, no.
shrink from 6 inches erect to 4 inches erect.
Dr.
Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticon's going like this. Derek, check out Jujutsu Kaisen yet? You should watch Jujutsu Kaisen, actually. It's a really good show. You'd like it.
How many episodes?
Jujutsu Kaisen. I know it's not that.
It'd be worse if it was that. But
It would be worse. I've heard it's good.
It's good, but
I
it's,
saw the people I used to live with in Vegas. I saw them watching a little bit.
You watched it with us, actually, when we were at Nikki's.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Just a little bit.
I don't remember even a little bit of it.
We watched Dragon Ball. Of course, we always watch Dragon Ball because our friends watch Dragon Ball all the fucking time.
That's the only thing that should be on.
I mean,
Last time at Nikki's house, fucking Street Fighter the movie was
I
on.
am the truth. I am
You heard that
spirit.
shit?
I am fucking. What's that dumb speech that he gives in the old English dub to Frieza?
I am the voice of all things that are suffering. Hero of all, enemy to you.
Yeah, what is it? Hear it all. Nightmare to you. I think he says.
What?
Yeah.
When Goku's powering up in the original
He goes Super Saiyan the first time.
dub, that's what he says. Hear it all. Nightmare to you.
Wow.
Because
I don't
for
remember
us-
that at
because
all.
for us,
Yeah,
Thank
it's
God.
really- Yeah.
They make him like a superhero for us because that's what we like as superheroes.
Uh-huh.
And in Japan, he's just like, you've been a dickhead to my people. I'm gonna kill you.
It really is
I'ma fuck your
unfortunate
ass.
how. I mean, voice wise, Dragon Ball's dubs are like probably like the best ones as far as like English ones.
They're up there.
But it is unfortunate because half of like because Majin Vegeta's speech in Kai is terrible.
Is it really
Like
that bad?
it's like in the original Z dub, the same one that says "Nightmare to You." Majin Vegeta's speech is so much better, like by like a magnitude. So it's like, why the fuck isn't the quality like this stable?
I forgot his speech.
You know, I
You don't know his speech?
I forgot it.
Meaningless, huh? And he has that fucking
And
he
he
has
does the
blow
two
up.
slap.
No. That's I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like in the world tournament where he goes like, spend most of your life ruled by another. You don't remember that?
That's the speech he gave when he was about to die, wasn't he?
No, when he's fighting, when he's about to,
Oh, when he blows up the
when he blows up the
thing?
scene, he's like, spend most of your life ruled by another. Watch your race dwindle to a handful, and then tell me what has more meaning than your own strength. And then he has like a whole fucking thing, and it's so good. And then and in the fucking Dragon Ball Z Kai, he's like, I just want to fight Goku. I just want to.
Dude, I really hate how
It's so
like,
bad.
how many moments Vegeta is like actually the GOAT. Like he's watching a different show from us, but he has so many moments that are so goated. When he's like, when he like yells at Gohan, he's like, "You fool! Look how embarrassing you were. Every time you fight, you throw in a gauntlet for our whole entire race." And he makes it look so bad. And I'm like, dang. That's
I would say-
Well, even in that Majin
shit.
Vegeta fight where in the beginning of that speech, he's like, "Does this?" Where they're trying to like,
Does this bother
let's
you?
go to let's go get Boo. What are we doing? Does this matter? He goes, "Not to you, Gohan, but to a warrior, it matters greatly." It's just like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
He's always so hard on Gohan because he actually respects him, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Think about like, man, if you think of like if you're not really a fan of that, and if you were just actually starting to watch Dragon Ball Z, I think objectively people would say he's the best character because he's the only one that's not really one dimensional if you think about it.
I think
he's like the most interesting.
He's the most fleshed out.
There's a lot of
like by a
people
lot.
that are not one dimensional. I think the only person that's truly one dimensional is Goku. Goku's
well, give me another.
Well, Frieza.
and Frieza. Yeah,
Frieza's the most. Goku has
Master
some depth, but like,
Roshi.
yeah.
Master Roshi, but like
I'm just kidding.
But like,
Actually, Master Roshi has some depth.
I'm
None of
jerking.
the
I'm
Saiyans,
jerking off
right?
in the bathroom, Goku.
Goku, I'm edging to fucking teen porn. What are you doing?
I can't believe
They're
it.
all
yes.
20 years old, Goku. But please, I'm really close.
I've not seen a blast like this since I edged in the back of the Goonmobile.
Do you think he like? Do you think he like? Do you
He picks it up and flies it.
do you think he gets like really big before he beats off?
Oh yeah,
He's like,
absolutely.
His cock gets so fat, and then he turns back and puts a cock ring on, and he turns back, so his dick is just veined up crazy.
That's so insane. I don't understand.
But there's a lot of Piccolo's extremely fucking well developed character.
Retroactively, actually, it makes no sense that Master Roshi isn't just constantly fucking.
Yeah, he
Like that he is just a pervert that can't get laid makes no sense.
It
In
doesn't make any
retrospect
sense at
now.
all.
Like it's just like, oh, people are fucking old people constantly.
He'd be killing prostitutes.
He would never stop fucking.
Yeah.
They would need him for stuff, and they couldn't find him.
I'm okay.
Because
I can't teach you the Ma Buffon right now because I'm deep in a big bitch right now.
Bulma would have to like develop a tracker for him specifically. She has a Dragon Ball tracker,
and it
then,
moves so fast.
it's harder to track him than the Dragon Balls. Like by
I don't
a
even
country
want
mile.
women. I don't even want women. I'm
By
happy
Alex
with the
Chains,
images.
Fuck me, which called in a pooper, yeah. Obi-Wan should blow me. I beat him off, suck his penis. Just to
You
know I'm
need
gay.
glasses, you
Shut up,
understand?
shut up.
This is
Punish
crazy.
Bellum Sheldon, 50 Cent. What you call 50 Cent blood in my piss.
Blood in my
The
piss.
Snark. Why is the Snark tank gay and retarded? At least 9,102,253 ants shaped like a human.
Hello, I'm Kingston. I don't know what's happening.
There's only one queer left. Can y'all stop bullying me? That's enough. That's enough. All right.
meat.
You guys are fucking. You guys are gonna need help one day, and I'm gonna be there to not help.
Sorry.
How many seasons do you think Mouse Man would get?
At least 3.
Thank you.
The first season would be like really bad. Second season would be really good, and the third season would be fucking offensive. Like so bad, people would be like, "I'm gonna assault you."
It's gonna be the first child cartoon that has a rape in it.
Don't give him. Don't
No,
give him
ew.
Chris. Come on, you really ruined it now.
I like how the mouse has actually some jacked arms, like a fucking kangaroo.
Yeah. He's jacked.
And then the fucking man.
Kingston,
noodly.
Kingston, you should do a One Piece art tier list. If not, what do you think about Wano and Egghead? I think Wano went on way too long, but it had really cool moments. I think Egghead was so fucking boring. Wage Slave 583. Papini Brothers present Vegeta's Galactic Food Review YouTube channel. It's Egghead Island. It's like a fucking arc about Sanji's family. It's stupid. Fuck Sanji also. My least favorite character is Usopp, because Usopp is like a black person that sucks in a show, and it makes me really upset. He wasn't black at first. He was kind of just like a ethnic character, but then they were like, "Oh, he's black,"
and they just made him black.
And it's like,
that's how I felt about Piccolo. I think they did
Piccolo
Piccolo.
should have an alien. But like,
okay, well, yeah, fair. But you know what I mean.
Eventually, at a certain point, they were like, "Oh no, he is the."
Did you see that?
black.
Did you see that thing in Daima or whatever, where like apparently the Z Fighters get 3 wishes because they're Shenron's regulars? Like Shenron just likes him, so he gives him more wishes.
That's what that is.
I know they upgraded Shenron once.
No, literally, like that's the reason in the show.
Really?
Where it's just like I just like them.
Dude, people try to shit on Dragon Ball like that, but that makes it more fun. Like,
it's a comedy, first off. It is ridiculous.
Well, Daima's going back to the comedy roots, especially.
Well, you could tell that specifically. It's like, yeah, those are my the fact that Shenron is like, oh yeah, those are my guys. Everybody else gets 1 wish, but Goku gets a bunch because like they're my buds. I'm gonna make Bulma's ass fat again.
This is also previous shit, because this takes place before Battle of Gods and shit like that.
I don't care.
So it's like this is before they meet Beerus and all the dumb shit.
I just don't get
so
the timeline's all fucked.
Of course,
it's
Goten and Trunks
This
grow
is- it's
2
becoming-
feet.
It's becoming Zelda like, where like it's like the Zelda timeline where it's like fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Have fun while you're in here.
It is funny that the weakest part of that series is the science fiction part of it.
Yeah.
That it's like it is clearly someone who is not versed in that realm doing it.
And I'm fine with that, because it's not meant to be science fiction.
No complaints here. It's just observing
It
how
makes it-
absurd
The
it
moment when
is.
It makes
Bulma
it
made
fun,
something small from a capsule turn into a ship, I was like, oh, I'm just here to watch an Asian man beat up aliens. That's what I'm here for, and I'm fine with that.
I mean, you mean an alien beat up aliens, right?
Yeah. Well.
Well,
Donkerson. Oi, Huey, be a good cunt and come here and bounce on me cock in the back of the Buca de Beppo. Gate 6. What if I say I'm straight like the others? What if I don't? Wait, what if I just do one guy? I'm the pretender? What the fuck?
man, you butchered that
You
so
don't know
badly.
the Pretender?
No, I don't know Pretender.
What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your gays? You're the Pretender. What if I say
My wiener will never surrender.
You don't know Foo Fighters? Come on.
I know that song.
How do you not remember? That was like.
So who are you?
Yeah.
You don't remember that song?
I'll probably know if I hear it again.
What is that? What is that? Is that a?
That's the
That
mouse.
looks really racist.
That's the mouse from the
That's why
fucking.
the forward. I see this is forward facing view. That's what he sees of him.
No. This is the mouse character, Winslow,
I fucking hate Winslow, little piece of shit.
Which Winslow's from what?
the cat dog.
He's a little Italian mouse.
The one that he has the like suspenders on, I think.
He's like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I like stromboli and pasta, and then he walks away.
Bully a positive.
That's
Hey,
insane.
what's the gabagoo?
That is so not right.
DP, low budget.
I wouldn't have known it was a
drawn
mouse if he didn't tell me.
I know. Like, these are
Low budget.
I fucked it up entirely.
Drawn and quartered just to get dragged behind one horse. Chris Raygun bringing
Man.
it to the
Mouse
shirt.
man.
Bringing it to the healthy shirt. Me be fishy. Hand smoker ejacula. What ham strokers ejacula?
Ejacula.
That's what he's probably doing. He played ejacula.
Oh, gotcha. That's pretty cool.
John Strickland.
Dude,
I
what is,
will in fact be wearing a suit. To
when's the
Super
next
Bowl.
Nocturne coming out?
Nocturne?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, like season of Nocturne?
Yeah.
They haven't revealed it yet. He did. Sam Dietz did the thing where he did all the screens, like some of the screens from like all this, the storyboard stuff for the new season, and it looks insane. It looks insane. So I'm excited.
Hurry up.
The ending of last season went crazy.
Well, dude, that's when it like because the first like I was
Half
like
was kind of mad.
I was like, this is okay.
As soon as Richard got his powers back, the shit went crazy.
I was like,
he beat the shit out of.
My fucking ears perked up, dude. I was like, let's fucking go.
They gave a Belmont Cyphus powers, and I was like, what the fuck? And they made a god enemy, and I'm like, well, okay, well that's a valid enemy for someone like that.
This shit's good. Yeah, this shit. I'm
dude. I
hurry the
fucking
fuck
love
up, man.
Castlevania.
God damn, I hate animation so much. I mean, I just like
It's
I
so
hate,
well and done though. That's why.
I hate waiting. I'm so impatient. But I
how
have to
life
be
is.
patient, so it's
It's not
good.
gonna be visible.
It's not going to be visible.
I was gonna write gay on your.
I got a tattoo that on this side.
That's actually a fire tattoo. I've been thinking about
gay.
what to get right here
Comic Sans.
because like I don't really have any Comic Sans.
Oh, what you call it? Merck's 1896. Hope my man Merck's it all right. Been the same name for a fat minute. Yeah, Merck's has been gone for a while, man. Hope he's doing good. Shout out to Merck's. The first choice of Keith David.
Nick
the
Merckx?
gold.
Nick Mertz? Yeah, he's a
The
fan.
gold at Asmongold was referring.
Oh, did
is
you
a
see that-
reference to the froth.
Do you
the
see that
frothy, ripe
the douchebag
piss,
guy
the drink
does the
every
clipping?
morning?
He
Yeah.
clipped
Oh,
from
yeah.
so what is it, the Sedonicast or whatever?
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he there was a they brought me up. I don't remember if they brought it.
They
was it
brought
the-
you up.
Or was it the Snark? I don't remember if I had that conversation on the Snark Tank or not. I know I had it on Sacred, but
They didn't bring you up per se, but you were mentioned in the tweet.
Well, no, you were specifically mentioned by
in
IHE.
the audio file?
Yeah, IHE was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's this brilliant thing. I think he used the word brilliant, which I'm like, calm down, dude.
Yeah.
But I was like, but he said,
he said I made an awesome point.
yeah, he made a good point.
About Julia about
the
Julia Louis
DI
Dreyfus.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
Julia Louis Dreyfus, Elaine's character in Seinfeld being a network note that was mandated for diversity, and that ended up making the show better. So like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
it means
you know, there's so many examples of that, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like it was just good to point that shit out.
yeah,
so.
that was cool. I always forget that like, oh yeah, other people watch
people-
us.
know? Sometimes it makes me take a step back, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should make this better.
Yeah, kind of. I felt the same way. I was
Maybe
like,
we should watch the shit we say sometime. Maybe we should be a little more respectable. Then I'm like,
I felt the same way. I was like, oh, I respect those guys. So like, you shouldn't waste their time.
it's insane because like I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate. Like I feel like a lot of people do agree with you. Fucking bitch.
Did he get it? Did he
Yes.
Oh, is it
You
it's a
streaked
snake?
It's a snake. Wow, you drew a snake. It's a
Snake's
lie.
amazing.
What you
What
call
an
the
artist.
Pizza Time teaming up with Osama bin Laden
Oh,
to
fuck.
blow up all of Queens.
To blow all of Queens?
Yeah, pre-rise.
Damn, that's a maximum damage. That's
Hey,
crazy.
that's some yield right there, dude. Pre-rise, spread your cheeks so I can shit in your ass. Blake 896. Radiohead, nice peen. Back off, Brad Summers. It's time for Liam Payne's fall. Oh my god.
Oh my
He
god.
just died, guys. Like a little bit of tact, but also Chris looks like
Dr. Neocortex. Read it.
Alaskan oil filled trash, Texas tater salad, Majin Young Sheldon. What you call tickle my ass? Here's Nikki Jizzy, aka wow, you fucking me up. Formerly known as Nikki Ziggy. How have you guys not talked about JFK Jr.'s beheading a whale and mounting it in his car?
Oh, we did it?
Honestly,
Did we miss
on
that
God,
one?
congrats, Sween, on losing weight. Good shit, keep up the work. I'm trying, man. It sucks. I can have sweet beverages again in November, but I'm probably not gonna do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because you'll probably just gain all your weight back.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna like OD on that shit.
I think I'll be fine.
You're gonna
But
get like fucking 5 gallons of like orange juice.
I gotta start on my cardio. I gotta
Just
start
gonna
doing
balance
that.
it on your
I
fucking
want to try.
throat.
I want to try to walk 2 miles a day. I'm gonna try to get to doing that.
2 miles.
Yeah, try to do 2 miles
On the
a
treadmill
day.
or actually going out?
out. They're going out. Just do it. I mean, like, obviously that's a high start, but
it's
like,
cooling off now, so like
Yeah.
now would be the time to do it.
I'm just
I
gonna
guess.
walk down to the town center from my house and then walk back. That's like 2 miles.
That's a long walk. Is it 2? Is it 2 miles?
It sounds about right.
It seems longer because you have to go down past the thing and then go all the way up.
You got to go over to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did the walk.
To my
I
house
did the
from
walk.
your house.
I did the walk to
Wow, that's a long fucking walk.
Well, no,
That's like 3 miles.
Well,
or some
I
change.
did the walk from the Best Buy in the Empire Center to like here where I'm at.
That's a
which
long
which
walk.
is like
That's about a couple-
long fucking.
It's
walk.
about it because
That's like an hour and
5
20.
miles, dude.
It was a while.
It's like you
And it was
live
like
5
June too, so it was like the worst time.
from this house to the Best
Empire
Buy.
Center, yeah.
Because
That's a
on
long
my
Yeah.
GPS, it's about like 2.5 miles. Well, sorry, that's not walking. That's like because I hop
Right,
on the
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
So you hop on the 5 from like I hop on the 5 and then it drops you off at Empire.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
I walked down the 5, I think. The highway.
People, if you
When
that
you
is
see
so anxiety inducing for me, dude.
when I see people doing that,
Fucking highwaymen, fucking drifters.
yeah, like I'm the highwayman, and then they like they 100% of the time are serial murderers.
Oh yeah.
not 100%, but also like way more than they should be. You know, like no one should do that.
Full confidence. I don't care. I don't care. Like if it's this baddie, like this baddie walking.
Oh, never.
down.
I'm never picking up a person on the side of the road. Never.
Yeah, no.
I wonder if Derek has listened to the band Wukazan.
Vulcanaz. I listened to it,
losing
brother.
weight to fit into Long Beach Griffey's costume for Halloween. Stocks. I have the Gap too.
Oh,
So
damn.
mean. Y'all people, guys. Okay, one of the few things, the gap in my teeth is one of the few things that actually bothers me getting made fun of.
say that.
Then go get Invisalign, bitch.
It's so not. I don't have such good teeth other than this gap. That's the thing.
But that'll fix it if you have if you actually. Yeah.
Put a solid piece of milk in your tooth. I just have one extra tooth in there. Like, why do you have one extra tooth?
I mean, I say if it bothers you that much, why not?
Sorry, Miss Jackson, Badly Brave, Duck Hunt, Etherean, Brogerian Punter, Nafram, Melphis One, and to round out our list, King of Half Kisses a Gay
Haphazard.
Person. King of Haphazard. I'll see you niggas later. Suck my dick!